Q92. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good start to your Thursday. Welcome to it. Friday Eve, getting closer and closer to a weekend, my friends. 330-450-9292 is the phone number. The text line, 330-269-9292. Thank you guys for having us on the radio. Streaming us at Q92radio.com and now watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X like you can do every day from 7 to 10. Glad you guys are with us. Hope you had a good Wednesday. Welcome to your Thursday. Now, what do we have for you guys here today? Coming up in the 8 o'clock hour, another pair of Beat the Box Office tickets to see Carrie Underwood. The Concert for Legends on August 4th. We have that for you. The 8 o'clock hour. We'll figure out how to give those away.
Yeah, we'll do something fun.
The 9 o'clock hour, we're going to be joined on the phone around 9:15 by comedian Peter Surs. He's going to be performing at Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon, Saturday, January 27th. 7:30. You can buy your tickets at crackpotscomedy.com. We're actually going to be giving away a 4-pack of tickets to that, both on air and on stream, or is that multiple? I don't know. There's a lot here.
No. We're going to give away 2 pair on air. We're going to give 2 pair on the stream. So if you're listening right now and you want to get in for these tickets and want to go over to the stream and do that, just give us a like and check in with us on the stream. At the end of the show, we're going to pick 2 of you to go to the show.
There you go. We have that coming up for you here. He'll be joining us in the 9 o'clock hour. So that's coming up. Glad you guys are with us. Let me see here. Good morning from Dr. Deeb's office. Good morning.
Oh, your doctor's office listens?
Every morning they text.
Oh, I did not know that. That's the sweetest thing ever.
I don't think they know who I am. They don't know that I'm a patient, I don't think.
Oh, really?
No, because I'm in there all the time.
You don't think they've connected the dots?
Probably not.
No. He's a patient there.
I mean, they know I go. I don't think they know when I come in.
He thinks you guys are super awesome.
I love Dr. Deeb. Never seen his face, but I love Dr. Deeb.
That's what you said. If you ever took the mask down, you wouldn't know what to expect.
I wouldn't know who he is. I only know him as his awesome accent and his awesome way he treats me. And I'm really glad he's my doctor. Luke, the driver, checking in. Hope all my fellow drivers have a safe day today. Rubber side down.
I gotta say, that fog again is no joke. I feel like it's a little better than yesterday, except for certain places. You'll go through like a really, really bad spot.
Just know I wore shorts to work today.
You did?
Yeah, it's 50. It's going to be 50s, mid-50s.
Well, it was almost 50 when I took the dog out this morning at 5.
It feels. I had my window down today.
I had mine cracked too. A little fresh air.
White van guy checking in. Good morning, guys. Good morning from Payroll Girl as well. Welcome. We're off and running, everybody. We'll see what trouble we can get into today. So right now, already 7:10. It's Olivia Rodrigo. Get him back on Q92. Sad.
Like I got teary-eyed reading it in class.
There are some cartoon movies that got you.
Yeah. That was one of Casper was another one.
Casper could get you.
Yeah.
Casper could get you. I mean, you're going to laugh, but I mean, Transformers the movie, cartoon movie. Because you have to understand, and I think any man in his 30s and 40s that's listening can understand this. The cartoon I watched my entire childhood. People barely, even though there were wars every day and everyone had guns and rockets, barely anyone was even shot, let alone injured. I mean, they had these wars, and it was the worst aim I've ever seen in my life. Meanwhile, I watched The Walking Dead in 2023, and everyone's a marksman and never misses.
Right?
But the movie happened, and all of a sudden, people are getting killed. And it had never happened in a cartoon before.
Yeah.
Like the opening scene, Megatron smokes some of the like old school G Transformers, like Ironhide. It kills them. And you're just, I mean, I remember as a child.
I see you in the family room, like pacing, like pulling on your hair.
To God, Lauren, I know no one, unless you're watching, can see this. This was me. I was like,
And your heart broke right then and there.
Some of the most popular characters were literally smoked in the first scene of the movie. Optimus Prime died.
What?
I was like, what am I watching? That messed me up. Yeah. Of course, that cartoon got me.
I guess.
Optimus Prime, he was my hero.
Stayed with you. I mean, you can recall a lot of details.
He was my hero.
We lost power literally all of the time. Like one big gust, lights out. Like that's all it took. Yeah, done. We'd be done. We'd be sitting in the dark.
Jake, pretend you're the wind.
Oh, look, power went out. I don't know what.
That was performance art right there. That was Shakespearean. We should take that on the road.
What was that?
Yeah, Jake, you were just whispering. I said, be the wind. I have a secret. On today's Hit Music Q92, it is 7:13. We got a forecast from Mark Johnson. It's coming up here on Q. Coors Banquet. Give me a Heine and I'll be finey.
Listen, the Coors Banquet, if you watch the show Shameless, that's what they would order every time they went to the bar. So I got them for my husband, and he actually liked them.
Give me a Heine, I'll be finey.
That's so funny.
Modelo's. That's Modelo's slogan. It is. Ice House or Corona. My father was also a Michelob guy. Modelo, Land Shark. Beer doesn't even smell good, let alone taste good. That's like 4 people
Listen, I used to hate beer.
that have texted in that they can't stand the taste of beer.
I used to hate it. Now I do not.
Jake starting a revolution. Miller High Life. There we go. Killian's. Oh, I haven't heard
Killian's Irish Red. Oh my goodness. That's been a long time.
Y'all love telling us what beer you drink. Bud Light Orange, Bud Light Platinum, Rolling Rock, Root Beer, Bud Light Platinum, Ignite Brewing has strawberry rhubarb beer.
Ooh.
I really don't drink it all, but my go-to be Budweiser. Oh, the heavy stuff. Budweiser. That'll give you the poops.
Yeah,
Yingling. My dad's a Guinness drinker. Modelo, Corona, anything from Sandy Springs.
Oh,
Brewery.
I get it.
Heineken.
Modelo is brewed for those with a fighting spirit. You're right. I get that Lauren has the fighting spirit now. But yeah, I love Modelo.
First vote for Labatt Blue coming in for their favorite beer. Colt 45. Well done. Summer Shandy. People love Summer Shandy. I do not drink beer. It's gross. My go-to is Apple Crown and Sprite.
Ooh, I bet you that's good, especially this time of year.
Fathead's Goggle Fogger.
For that one, my husband's gotten that one. It's all taste his. I don't love IPAs. Certain ones I do.
Most beer tastes like piss with water.
How do you know what piss tastes like?
That just came in on the text line. Yeah, I have questions.
Can we discuss that?
I only like beer baked into a bread.
Oh, beer bread. You must be tastefully simple, gal. Right
Newcastle Nut Brown Ale. That sounds dirty.
there. Just because you said it like that. Weirdo.
Yingling Hershey Porter. Penguin City Beer. Drink local. Shout out to Youngstown. That's their beer.
Yeah.
Miller Fortune was an amazing beer. Kentucky Bourbon Barrel Ale.
I'm surprised with our location geographically, no one's said Iron City yet.
It's true.
Yeah.
King Cobra, beer cheese. I don't drink. If I drink beer, it's Steel Reserve Pineapple. Don't judge. Big blunts only. That's another text for big blunts.
Hey, to each their own. If you like the fruity stuff.
Well, you guys have no problem sharing your favorite beer with us here.
Right?
Could keep going, but I don't have time.
Warren in the morning on Q92.
It's 7:19 right here on today's Hit Music Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you, hanging out. Hope you guys are having a good start to your day. Next hour, Carrie Underwood beat the box office tickets. They're coming right at you. Comedian Peter Surs in the 9 o'clock hour says, good morning from the Veteran Service Commission of Stark County. Good morning. Thanks for having us on.
Oh, they're the greatest. I've been so lucky to work with them on a couple things. Thank you for what you guys do for our veterans.
Oh,
Perplexing.
no, someone from Deep's office. You know how oblivious I always am?
Mm-hmm.
Lauren, we used to have to take temperatures. One time we said 92.5, and he just sat down and didn't get it. LOL. No, we know who he is.
That's so, I told you.
I can see you just going, oh, okay, that's my temperature.
Because
I have no concept.
That would be really bad if
I
your
have no
temperature was
concept.
92.5.
If you understand, like, when I go to not just doctor, to anyone, when I go to any doctor, like, they take my blood pressure, go, your blood pressure's this. I go, okay. I have no idea if it's high, low, good,
You're lucky.
bad.
I have health anxiety.
They take my pulse. They take my pulse. I go,
yeah.
So, like, I have no doubt. They're like, 92.5. I was like,
you know what? I admire your
it sounds
oblivion.
That sounds like that's a temperature. Yeah. You know what I mean?
They literally
The
told
only
you it was 92.5.
The only thing I worry about is because I do get, for some reason, when they go anywhere where they take my blood pressure, it gets in my head, and I get like, I don't get nervous, but like, I think my blood pressure rises because I'm like, oh, they take my blood pressure. So like, I have to like really calm down
I think,
when they're.
yeah, I think
when
a
they
lot
put
of
the
people.
thing on my arm, I have to be like,
you just take deep breaths.
I
In
do
and out,
because like,
slow,
they're
deep
like, your
breaths.
blood pressure's high, and they take it again like a minute later, like, oh, you're fine.
See, I'm the same way, and I don't know why they won't just
That's
listen to me and
funny.
take it at the end of my appointment. Because I know I don't have high blood pressure. Now, I will say, I learned these techniques because I've been reading this book by Craig Rochelle, who's coming to the Hall of Fame Village with Tim Tebow.
Oh yeah.
And he gives you like techniques of things to like think of when you're like freaking out. You know what I mean? When you're like, I'm freaking out, man, you just do this breathing exercise. And it worked because my blood pressure was not nearly as high as it usually is because I'm freaking out.
That's called white coat syndrome. Is there a name for that?
It is. It's actually referred to as white coat syndrome. I think mine.
But it's not the doctor. It's just like, I'm like, oh, Don't get high blood pressure.
Oh, no, it's the whole thing for me. It's
Yeah.
the second I pull in the parking lot. It's been that way for me, though. But, like, I've had all that, like, background trauma, like, you know.
Yeah.
So I think that's just my trigger. This is, but I still go. It doesn't keep me from going.
No, gotta go. Good morning from Covered Perfections, LLC.
Oh, good morning. They usually
to you
watch
guys.
us, too, live.
Oh, man. Another one called White Coat Syndrome. I am the same way.
Oh, it's
Another one,
awful.
White Coat Syndrome. Man, the text, like, you
I'm
guys are.
so glad I'm not alone. I always look at my doctor and I'm like, I'm a freak, aren't I?
Right.
She's like, you're not a freak.
You guys just going to keep trolling.
Like, I really like you, but I hate it here.
I don't want to be here.
Right.
I actually like it. There's a girl that takes the blood, and I'd love to know if, Dr. Deep's office, if you're still listening, what her accent, where is she from?
Oh, she has an accent.
Yeah, they have a girl.
You
she
like it,
does
don't
blood.
you?
I feel bad because twice she's had a really tough time taking my blood. And it's not her. I do not have veiny arms at all.
No, you don't.
Like, it's very hard. I just tell them to go in my hand.
Yeah, because you can see him. I can see him there really
Yeah.
well, actually.
And I'm like, where is that? I can't place it.
Yeah.
And it bothers me. So someone could, like, tell me, that'd be great. She's very nice, very lovely. I just feel bad whenever I go to get blood. They're like, I can't get. You have veins in your body? I'm like, yeah,
I think.
somewhere.
Right. I hope.
Although you could tell, I'd probably go, okay.
Yeah.
You have no veins. All right.
Mm-hmm.
People that are quit trolling me with this. Chris, someone did this yesterday. Christian, is the rumor true? I heard your favorite country group was opening for Carrie Underwood's Little Big Town. It is untrue.
I'm going to talk to them today. I'm not kidding. They're not going to listen to me, but I'm going to say it. They'll start laughing. They tried to listen to us last year about Kane Brown, remember?
They did.
They were nice. They entertained us.
I'll tell you what, I would find that very humorous if I found out Little Big Town was opening for Carrie.
Right?
And listen, it's Carrie Underwood. If she could get, I'm sure if she asked them,
They'd be like, oh,
I mean,
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Just saying. Morning, guys. Have a great day. Today is my Friday. You're like the fourth person to text that in this
I
morning.
know. Why is everybody getting long weekends? We
Since
don't have
5:30,
one.
people have been texting in. This is my Friday. I'm like, what? Is there a holiday I don't know about? Good for you guys. Sucks for us. But yeah, a lot of you
we'll
guys
miss you
have
tomorrow if you don't listen.
very interesting. I find that very interesting. 7:24. Jay, I did want to check in. How is everything with Star? Hold on.
He didn't turn you on yet.
There you go. How's everything with Star
Good.
and the frog?
Yeah. So she threw him out.
Okay, this was like
When you say throw him out,
Well,
hold on.
okay. So goldfish croaks, we flush it. Hamster dies, you bury it.
Ass.
How do you take care of a frog or an amphibian?
well,
that's
I
tired?
told her to put it in like a little Tupperware and bury it. But I didn't. She doesn't really have like a shovel when it was raining, and so she put it in a little Tupperware and then threw it in the outside, like gently put it in the outside trash can and said, "Don't take it personally, buddy," and left. So there's that.
I'm sorry, Kimball, if that's what she does.
All I asked was how was Star doing, and I love that you said she's good. We threw it out.
That's
Yeah.
literally what his response was.
Wow. You guys should work for hospice. You'd be great bedside man.
Right.
Where's Pop? Threw him out.
It was raining.
He'll be missed. See you, Pop. Good Lord. Well, okay. There you go. We threw it out. We had a good chuckle. I feel bad because how hard you worked for that gift.
Yeah,
It was not an easy.
No, it
just go to
wasn't.
the store and get.
Yeah, that was lots of different stories, lots of traveling, and oh well, things happen. But
I know, but like you really put in effort for that gift.
yeah,
That's why it's tough when you give people living things.
Yeah. I just was going to say something, but then I reset it in my head and I was like, yeah, don't. That sounds weird coming out loud.
My mother and I have rolling vein syndrome. It sounds like you do too. Rolling vein syndrome.
My mom has that too, but my mom has gone through so many like chemo treatments and immunotherapy, like they roll. They had to put in a port.
Someone just. What will Jimmy's first concert be? I have no idea. I imagine
Bluey?
because of how young he is, it would be some kind of Disney on Ice or Sesame Street on Ice or
You want
something
to take
like
him to see
that.
Bluey? Does he like Bluey?
We have not ventured into Bluey at all
Really?
yet. No, we're
Okay.
only on Sesame Street and Mickey.
My daughter.
Loves Elmo. Loves Elmo's world.
Oh yeah.
He loves that happy dance. That's in my head.
Does he have Dorothy still? The goldfish? Elmo.
I don't know.
Oh.
I haven't seen a goldfish. There's just some Mr. Noodle guy they talk to every
Mr.
show.
Noodle's the best. He's a crazy little dude.
Hey, Mr. Noodle! I'm like,
Right.
oh, God.
He's still working at his age. Good for him.
Yeah. So he's into that. Mickey, but he's mostly just into Ellen.
Oh, Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. Is that still a thing?
Yes,
Okay.
very much so.
With Wiggle or with Toodles? Oh, Toodles!
Yeah, he's still
okay. My
Still.
kids watched all of that.
So that's what he watches when he watches TV. We try to make sure he plays and watches TV, not just watch TV. Put him on the floor with his toys. Let's get going. We play catch a little bit now. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah?
We have a tennis ball. I roll it to him in his lap, and he actually tries to roll it back to me.
He's getting there, man.
Here we go. Let's go. I think that's the key. Moderation, everything, right?
Yeah.
Don't just pop in front of the TV and walk away. Let's get on the floor and play. Let's
To an
work the mind a
extent,
little
yeah.
bit. Let's do some things on the floor here.
I think when you're able to, it's great to do that. Yes.
Yeah. 'Cause I don't want like my phone or my tablet to raise my son.
Yeah, no, I understand.
You know what I mean?
I can appreciate
I
that.
realize it's a crutch, and sometimes it's almost necessary. I'm not saying I won't,
It is.
but I don't want to be the parent who just walks in, hands the tablet, and leaves the child instead of like spending quality time
Right.
with the child, playing with the child. Like, why don't we do this? Why don't we read a book to you? Why don't we, like, I get on the floor. Let's play. Let's play with your little dump truck. Let's
Yeah.
put the rocks in the dump truck and dump the truck. He's like, I'm just gonna turn it over upside down.
We had the coolest dump truck. You should get it for him. It in the back, like it had a lid that went over the dump part, and it was like shapes, like rocks, but they were like a star rock, a square rock, or,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so they had to figure out the shapes, and then you would take it off and it would dump, and then you'd do it all over again. But
It
it
would
taught
dump
him shapes.
itself.
Yeah, it had
Oh.
a thing that would get so heavy it would just go.
Yeah, this is just a regular ass dump truck that plays music and stuff like that.
Mhm.
It says, "Can you put the rock in the truck?" I'm like,
Well,
"Yeah, I
that's cute.
can. I'm a grown adult."
No, I'm saying when you level up, when he's starting to
Level up, level up.
sort shapes.
He's got his first. He already has waiting for him his first like Power Wheel.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a Corvette.
Our kids got theirs when they were 3, and believe it
Yeah.
or not, they both could drive it that
He
summer.
he sits in it already and
Yeah.
grabs the steering wheel.
Do you have the one that's remote controlled, or do you have the one
No,
he?
this will be him.
Okay.
So I'm hoping he's good with that the spring and summer.
Mhm.
Good morning, guys. Flagger checking in, having to flag in this fog crap. Yeah, but that's not fun. Someone said you should have thrown it in a pond, Jake.
I could have.
Oh, the circle of life thing.
I work 410, so this is my Friday. Well, you're working 410, so that's
yeah,
totally
that's
fair.
fine.
They should get Bo Bikes to open for Carrie Underwood.
Bo Bice, maybe?
Oh, Bo Bice.
Maybe is what it should have
Yeah,
been.
yeah. They tried to correct it like 3 different times. Autocorrect will get you. Bo Bice. I haven't heard that name in my God.
Yeah, a long time.
Holy cow.
Yeah, he was on American Idol. Was he on the same season? I don't know. That they all blur.
He might have
together.
been. I think 98 Degrees should open for Carrie. They're all Ohio boys.
That
would
is
be, That would be
true.
cool.
Oh
I
my
did see they're
gosh.
on that big Vegas music festival, 98 Degrees.
They are. You know what? Jeff Timmons like posted my dog the other day. I checked my notifications. I was like, "Hey, no kidding!" And then I couldn't get
He dude,
98 Degrees songs out of my head the rest of the day.
he loves his hometown.
He does.
he
He's
loves
a
Stark
really nice
County.
guy.
Like, he does a great job. We got sports coming up after Black Eyed Peas. My humps. It's Q92. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at. And I mean, I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe. And I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
What did he like run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room
Right.
and that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes, but
Yeah.
you can get hit hard.
Yeah,
You know,
of course.
we're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh God.
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, like, I'm over on the side playing with people hitting. And I look over and he's crying. Someone hits him and he just goes, "Stop it!"
Oh my gosh. Where is
Stop hitting me.
Okay.
And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing. Like,
Not telling him that that's
no,
the point.
I don't know how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't understand.
I mean, did he not stand in line and like observe it before he got in the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't like
Right.
He was pissed crying. You know when you're so mad, all you can do is cry.
Yeah, but did they like pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were all of us maybe 8, 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
Who's oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you?
I'm middle.
And then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my gosh.
I just still remember looking over at my dad.
That's
and my dad's,
hilarious.
like, slapping his hand, laughing. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up. I don't think ever to him.
No.
But I think about it once in a while. I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh, God. It doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't understand. And that's
No.
okay. That's okay. How is the world not talking about this more? How is every show, whether you're sports talk, wacky FM morning show, news talk, farm talk, NPR, smooth jazz, I don't know, whatever it is you're talking about, why was yesterday the only thing people were talking about not the Navy pilot testifying under oath in front of our government that basically there are UFOs? Not basically. He claims there are. And mind you, he's under oath. Now, have people probably lied under oath? Probably. But that's really far to take it for a lie. You know what I mean?
Yes.
That's really far to take it to go, I'm going to sit in front of Congress for a joke or just for poops and giggles. This guy was speaking yesterday. I mean, I've known there's aliens. You can't tell me that out of all the planets and all the universes and all the solar systems, we are the only one that has living beings. And people tell me, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Like, does that make sense? Does that really make sense?
Well, I mean, it's been long known that like the Navy and the Air Force, I mean, different branches of the military have had video that they have actually released of things that they believe could be UFOs.
Yeah. What do they call them now? UABs, they call them, or something else? They call it. They have a new name they call them. I mean, this is the clip of him telling you. Well, I mean, it's right here.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
I don't know what a skiff is, but that's where they'd have to talk. Someone Google skiff.
I'm on it.
I assume that means like in private, away from everybody else. You know what I mean? Maybe in a padded room. 7:37 right here on today's hip music Q92. I saw this morning and I can't find the actual article. I found a Reddit thread on it, but I know it's real. Did you guys see Amazon Ring is going to stop letting police request doorbell video from users? Hey, how can you do that? They have to go get a court order then first?
Yeah, no, I put it in my news this morning about this.
Well,
they came under fire, and people were saying that Ring was like working in conjunction too closely with police departments across the country because they were so quick to turn over footage. To me, that's not a bad thing.
You know who says that? The guys who sell meth.
Touché.
That's who says
Yeah.
it. The guys who sell cocaine. Like, stop it, Ring.
I just got arrested for a drug.
If you're not doing anything, why would you? First of all, it's like they just come to your house or give me your ring for no reason. If a crime was committed, they show up, and if they know you have ring and it would help with the case or find out what happened.
Right.
Am I wrong or am I don't know. I didn't know it was a problem, first of all. But they must have got a lot of flack, though, for them to decide they're going to stop doing it.
Yeah.
So as much as it doesn't bother me, it must have bothered a whole hell lot of. Maybe I'm in the minority. I don't see what the problem is.
I mean, we all put the Ring cameras on our porch, right, to protect our home.
I've got them all over my house.
We can pre-screen people that knock or ring our doorbell.
Yeah. And it records, and it's in HD, and it's great.
I mean, even our neighbors have caught activity that all of us neighbors would want to know about on their Ring doorbell cameras and have shared that information. So I'm not sure why. Unless it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't. I mean, maybe other people know something we don't. To me, it's not a bad thing.
No, how many times we caught people that are committing crimes because of that?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't think they're screwing any normal person not doing anything. Oh, yeah, Amazon doesn't have Ring. They have Blink. You're right.
It's
one of them.
It's
Maybe
Ring.
I'm wrong.
It's Ring with the Neighbors app. I
Ring.
covered the news this morning. It's definitely Ring.
All right, it's not Amazon. That's my fault. I misspoke. So whoever's in charge of Ring, apparently they got the. They don't want it. But I mean, you can still go get a warrant.
It says that the police can still post. So when you have a Ring, you have the Neighbors app, which means you can share some of your video footage with people like within a certain proximity. So like if I were to put in my zip code, I could say I want to be able to share with people within a 15-mile radius or whatever.
Right.
So it's kind of like Nextdoor, only just for Ring doorbell users. That makes sense? So the police can go on there and like watch what's been posted, but they can't be like, hey,
so in some cases, they wouldn't even have to like go to you, what you're saying, to get it.
In the past, no.
That's interesting.
But to me, what's the difference? I mean, if you're
if
you're under investigation and they think something's on your cell phone, all they do is come with you with a warrant and be like, we're going to, ask for cell phone records. It's no different.
I'm on News Channel 5's website, and they posted the story from the Associated Press. And this says Amazon owned Ring.
Maybe that is in my news.
Well, no, someone said I was wrong, and it was Amazon doesn't own Ring. Yeah, Amazon doesn't have Ring. Theirs is called Blink. But the article starts off with Amazon owned Ring will stop allowing police departments.
Yes, Amazon owns Ring.
Sir.
They acquired Ring.
Yeah, Ring said it will sunset a tool that allows police to request and receive video captured by doorbell cameras through their Neighbors app. The company did not provide a reason. It starts this week. Huh.
Yeah, it said that Amazon acquired Ring back in 2018 for $839 million. I don't know why they're getting shunned for sharing.
Just said what you said, and it says the exact thing. They were getting criticism for their relationship with the police.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody even says, I'm pretty sure Amazon bought Ring, and they own Ring and Blink.
Mm-hmm.
They do. That's one way to stop your competition.
I mean, is there something we're forgetting here? Like,
I don't know. I didn't know it was a problem.
Or is it just about literally virtually giving up your rights because you feel like just because you have a camera mounted on the front of your house, not aiming at your own home, mind you, that you own the rights to that video? All I'm saying is if I was in an accident or someone or myself was assaulted and I looked over and saw somebody had a Ring camera I'm pretty sure I'd want the police to be like, we need to see that footage.
At this point, doesn't everybody?
That's how I feel.
Jake, does your family have any kind of cameras?
We do have a ring.
You have a Ring?
Yeah.
See, I have Blink at my house. Your Ring?
Ring.
I think everybody's got something. I mean, I got everything. I got garage, the path to my front door, back porch. They're everywhere.
Apparently.
They're everywhere. And my phone goes off a lot.
Yeah, I know.
With the dogs out, whatever. It's like,
Oh, I know. And you have him in Jimmy's room.
yeah, like they're everywhere. Like,
Because he'll be like, oh, he's awake. Let's see how he's feeling today.
something happens. Damn it, we're gonna find the son of a bitch that did it.
Yeah.
Multiple angles. It's a conspiracy mentality about the government spying on you.
But they're not looking at you per se. All they could see, maybe, is you coming and going.
I just don't think the government's like, what's Christian doing?
I don't think they'd be interested
Yeah.
enough. And that's no offense. They wouldn't be interested enough in me either.
Is he playing Madden again?
Good Lord.
It's 7:43. It's Noah Khan. Post Malone, Dial Drunk on Q. I'm going to kick it off. My rage is being prescribed Ozempic and then finding out you cannot afford Ozempic, and now you can't do it anymore because it cost you $350.
Yeah, that's a big kick to the butt.
That is. By the way, Jake checked with his pharmacist parents, and they said that's pretty much the best deal I'm going to get.
Yeah.
For you people that pay less, God bless you. For people that got to pay more than they should for medications, you shouldn't pay more than you pay for your car in medication, in one medication. Rage room. Jake, you got some raids today?
Yeah, rage room. I don't understand why people walk, run, ride their bikes, ride their scooters in the middle of the street in the neighborhood when there's a sidewalk 5 feet from them.
I also have that rage.
Yeah.
I've said the same thing. Whenever I see a sidewalk, I'm like, there's a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Why would you not walk on the sidewalk?
Move over 3 feet, go on the sidewalk, and let the cars drive.
Literally. I have the same rage. I just never, and I've said that before. I said, I'll say to myself in the car.
Yeah.
They'll be on the side of the road and I got to like go around them. And I'm like, there's a sidewalk.
Yeah.
Like, especially, you're walking. There's a sidewalk.
Yeah.
It's a sidewalk
Exactly.
for you.
Yeah.
It's for you.
Yeah.
For your safety.
Right.
You're a lot less likely to get struck by a car on the sidewalk.
Right. It could happen, but
No,
less
it
likely.
absolutely could happen. But I mean, it's God's will at that point.
Right.
I mean, but I agree. It's a good rage.
Yeah.
Good rage. Let's see. We got the text line here. Rage room. When I sneeze about 46 times in a row. And I absolutely hate when I'm on my 10th sneeze and somebody that I'm talking to still having a conversation with me because I'm choking. I can't breathe. I'm snorting. And it's a hot mess. And they can't stop talking for 30 seconds as if I have any idea on what they're saying anyway. Rage room. I'm usually a 2 to 3 sneezer.
I definitely sneeze more than twice.
Yeah, there's never usually just one.
Yeah.
It's usually a 2 to 3, but I know people that they'll do it 10 times. I'm like, good Lord.
Yeah.
Good Lord. After my divorce, I bought an 80-inch TV.
Good for you.
Some of you are making those purchases after the divorce. That's interesting. Well, all right, everyone that got divorced out there, what was your first big purchase after the divorce? Because apparently this is real.
Is it like a compensation purchase or
I don't know. Is it just to spoil
just makes
yourself?
you feel better? Like,
So far, we got $5,000 on sports cards, and someone bought an 80-inch TV.
and this can be male or female.
Yeah, I don't care. You got a divorce. What was your big purchase after the divorce? What was your first? You know what? I'm about to drop a few K on this.
I know somebody who got divorced and ended up spending God knows how much on this.
Oh, boobies?
Yep.
You can say boobies.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
Oh, you can say boobies. That's
She
fine.
bought some boobies.
Got herself some boobs
Yep.
after the ex-husband, huh?
Yeah.
Divorce is final. I got new boobies. I love it. That's petty, and I like it. I gotta say, nothing like that's ever happened to me. I'm trying to think of the worst thing ever happened to me in a hotel. I don't think I have a worst thing, but I did have a room I stayed in that had bullet holes in it in Albany, New York.
Are you serious?
Yep. When I did radio for arena football, we didn't always, it was like arena football. So we didn't always, stay in the Hilton. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sometimes we stayed wherever the home team would put us up. And sometimes home teams thought it was funny to
Put you in
put us, and we would do the same.
suspicious.
I think there was a team that did that to us, I believe. And maybe it was Albany. I might be wrong. What was awesome is then they had to come to Youngstown to play us. We put them up in Cleveland. We put them up in Cleveland.
I was gonna say.
Made them drive down from Cleveland to Youngstown for the game.
Oh, that's funny. Well,
I thought that was kind of funny. I was like, well done.
Yeah.
Little subtle revenge there.
Yeah.
Enjoy your hour bus ride to the arena.
Have fun.
When we could have put you in a hotel in this town.
Right.
So I remember that. It smelled. It was very dirty. And it had bullet holes in the wall.
Oh, my. I've never had anything like that.
Yeah. If something's on your mind and you could use an opinion, you let us know. Because like I always tell you, we are experts on nothing, but we have opinions on everything. Hell, Jake might even chime in. Right, Jake?
Right.
Sometimes. You know what? Every week I mouth that to him and like the screaming parts. I do the screaming parts. You wouldn't look at me today. Disappointed in you, Jake.
Huh?
The opening part, when she's like, and that's my opinion. Like, I always do that to you. I mouth the words.
Oh.
You wouldn't look at me. I felt like I was overly dramatic. I brought a performance.
I feel like Jake only just now found out you're doing that.
I did.
Yeah. Yeah.
Never did I know you did that.
Yeah.
You've laughed at me before.
Well, then I don't remember.
I feel like I'm training him to be one of
I
mine.
feel like I work with two completely oblivious men.
Yep. He's the young. The force is strong with that one.
I'm just here, sitting here. And it's fine.
That's funny. What'd you say?
No. That's
free advice.
not far off. With Cruel Summer right here on today's Hit Music.
It is Q92. It's 7:52. 8 minutes away from the 8 o'clock hour. A couple text messages here real quick. A little bit more on the blink stuff. 2 words, drug dealers. No ring on my door or finger. What's a girl to do?
I'm sorry. I mean, you can fix one yourself.
Because somebody got a ring on don't mean they're happy.
Actually, you could fix both yourself. You could go out and be happy and buy yourself the ring that you really want just to wear and get yourself a doorbell camera while
You
you're
don't
out.
need no man to make you a wonderful person. Doesn't make you. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
People get married because they're supposed to. Doesn't always work out that way. Not everybody that's married is happy.
That's true too.
Throw that out there. Christian, if you have a cell phone, the government is already tracking you. I know that's what I love.
You know it because you get retargeted.
Yeah, I mean, if Best Buy knows what I'm doing and what I like, I'm pretty sure the government does.
If they really want to know.
Yeah, like I mean, seriously, you say fart out loud and your feed is full of fart stuff. I mean, it's like,
Yeah.
the same people are like, stay away from me. I want my privacy. Like, buddy, is that an Apple or Samsung in your hand? Unless that's a track phone. They'll listen to you. They can listen. This is the society we live in. Let's make it harder and harder for police to do their jobs by tying their hands, sending them over the media, and then wonder why there's such a shortage of police officers. Every time in the news, you'll see someone complaining that the response time is ridiculous.
Miles over on YouTube brought up a good point. He said, "Are they sending over footage of indoor and outdoor, like video?" I could see the indoor being a gross overstepping of privacy. That I completely understand. I think unless a crime is committed into that household and they need to see the footage because of the case, that's different. You can subpoena it. But I think if it's outdoor footage, I don't think you own it. That's my opinion.
In the very light reading I've done of this situation, is what I'm surmising correct? Basically, what they're saying, people don't like that the police are using their footage without their permission. Instead of coming to them
That's
and being
what I'm
like,
seeing. Yeah.
hey, there was a crime. It was outside your home. You have Ring. You might have something else that could help. with the
You can
case.
have a really good
So they're just able to access my Ring camera without even coming to me. Hey, Christian, the crime was committed. You have a camera. There might be something on that can help us figure out what happened. May we have one? But I guess is what they're saying. They're just using it, and you don't even have to give your permission. I guess in a way I could see that a little bit. I could see people being like, "Hey, man, now wait a minute. You got to come to me,
Right.
and say, can I use your?" Very well, might let you. But
I
you
think
got to
that
come to
you
me.
should be made aware, even if let's say the local police department wants your doorbell footage, they have a responsibility to just let you know it's been requested.
Yeah, because you don't even know.
Right.
They just
And
took your Ring camera footage.
well, and what if you have this is the dark side of my brain work. But what if there was a murder across the street and they haven't arrested said suspect and they look around and they're like, we have footage. And he's like, people across the street have it. And then you're like a victim of retaliation because you.
They know you're narc.
Right.
Narc City.
Even though you didn't do it willingly.
Yeah.
Playing devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Carol on Facebook said, we recently solved a homicide case using surrounding security cameras in the neighborhood. The family was able to get justice with the help of those cameras. See, This is what I'm talking about. I think it's a public safety, a support of public safety. I am on board with if I have a Ring camera inside the walls of my home, you have to secure that. But if it is facing outward and it's touching my neighborhood, my street, the sidewalks, other residents' homes, I feel like that should be.
I got my own ring, a golf club, or a crowbar if someone broke in. LOL. We did the what went after house. I've never been more surprised in my life how many of you have. I figured everyone just had guns. Remember that show?
Mhm.
And apparently in this listing area, the radius of this radio station, we found out a number of you are relying on swords. Remember that?
It wasn't just swords; it was like katanas.
Yeah, like people like ready for ninja warfare. Like it was
It
incredible.
wasn't just like a regular sword, like a Defender Honor. It was like machetes.
Yeah, like I totally expected guns. No one loves guns more than the United States of America. I understood baseball, but out of you guys, if I could go back and count how many text messages, separate numbers,
It was disturbing.
texting in talking about your ninja swords, your machetes, your size, all these like ninja weaponry, like medieval
I know, like
weaponry.
there'll be a study that comes out that's like Stark County, Ohio, and surrounding areas
Really?
are the hotbed for katana murders.
There's some shows I've been doing this show one form or another for 11 years.
Yeah.
That is a show that I'll always remember. Like everyone is like packing. I've got this sword. I've got this knife.
I know.
I've got this blade. I'm like, gun, people, gun.
I remember you turning off the mic and you're like, "Is it a problem?" Like,
Like, what is going on? Like, if I have a gun, I'm not going to care if you have a sword.
I know. Go ahead and swing at me. Boom. Done.
Oh, no.
I mean, I think a sword would still be effective if it need be.
Now listen, now, if I broke in without a weapon and you had a sword, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
I'm leaving. I'm not sticking around. But I was just really surprised with the amount of rare weaponry this listening audience has.
You use what you can.
On the Ring app, you must choose whether or not you want to share your video with anybody. Well, if that's the case, just say
Yeah, but
no.
I don't know that had anything to do with. That was just for the neighbors app wanted to share. You see what I'm saying? I don't know that. I think the police were excluded from that.
Next hour, Carrie Underwood tickets. We'll tell you how you can win them coming up. It's Jonas Brothers Sucker. It's you. All right. Is complimenting hair creepy? That's a question I pose.
That's a question that Clint posed when he walked in here.
Yeah, we've been talking about. We're going to talk about what Clint said.
Yeah.
So he came in here and he was telling us a story about someone complimenting someone's hair.
Yeah.
Saying, I don't mean to be creepy, but I really like your hair.
Well, he asked me, he said, does that creep you out? Because he said, your hair looks nice today. Maybe I shouldn't say that. Is that creepy? Does that creep you out? And I said, no, we know Clint really well.
Right.
So it doesn't bother me at all. But the question was then posed. At what point is complimenting a woman in public not flattering, but yet then creepy?
I remember, and this is back in the 1900s, a guy I worked with who's no longer with us.
Yeah.
Rest easy, King. But he, we were sitting one day in the studio talking, going over what we're going to do on the show. And a sales girl walked in. Now, this sales girl was a very beautiful.
She was a pretty gal.
Yes.
Okay.
I have no doubt. If she was like, hi, can I talk about your business and advertising? The owner would be like, indeed you can. And she always dressed nice. And she did. She had nice legs. And you know me, I'm a legs ass guy.
Okay, so you were oogling her too in the office.
Then yes.
Okay.
Yes, I was. And this is back in my Youngstown days. She walked in one day to ask a sales question about some sponsorship, things like that. And I will never forget this. We're sitting there and we're all talking. And the gentleman, the older gentleman at the time, he says, I got to tell you. He goes, I just got to tell you, you've got an incredible set of legs. And in my head, no! I knew back. This is 1900s now. Oh, no, this is 2000. This is.
Could you hear the clack of HR's heels coming down the hallway?
2002. I'm like, no! I think we're supposed to wait till she leaves the room to say that to each other. I don't think we say it to her.
Right.
Not at work. Not now. And she was very nice about it. And you could tell it was a little like, I'm sorry, but
it probably took her by surprise.
Yeah. But here's the thing. I knew that the guy was not trying to be perverted. I know you're like, oh, sure. I'm telling you, I knew the man. He wasn't. He thought, now he was older. Like he was in his 60s at the time. She's in her 20s.
I guess maybe that.
Maybe from a different, but I'm saying maybe from a different generation.
Yeah.
Maybe then that was seen as okay. I don't know. This was way before now. Where you say hi to someone like, oh God, did I offend you?
Right.
Good morning. Excuse me?
Right.
Damn it. But yeah, I'll never forget that. You've got an incredible set of legs. And I'm sorry people are a-holes and run through an emergency scene. Good Lord.
Oh, maybe that is the problem.
Oh, someone says you're just a cold-hearted bee.
Maybe.
Maybe.
I doubt it.
We
but
played that this morning earlier.
Yeah.
You know who sings that song?
No.
Jet. Sings Cold Heart Bit.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the group Jet.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense
Not
now.
to be confused with the group from the 80s, the Jets.
You've got it all.
Yeah. You just proved you're going through menopause knowing that song. You just confirmed it with that reference.
I love the Jets.
You're like Johnny and Marie Osmond, of course. Who's going through
Younger
menopause?
than you.
Who's going through menopause? Not me. Hey guys, remember Johnny Carson? They had like a list of things you don't realize you do that annoy your neighbors. And I was going through a list. It's pretty standard. It's a lot of things that I think we've all experienced neighbors doing, or we've even maybe done ourselves.
Right, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like mowing your lawn late at night or early in the morning. Letting your dogs go in the neighbor's yard and poop. And, you know what I mean? Not
Yes.
taking care of that or not cleaning up the poop.
Yeah.
Things like letting your kids play in the street all day. Going overboard for holidays.
That's my yard. Mind your business.
Tree debris or grass debris, not putting the grass clippings out in the street or letting your leaves go into your neighbor's yard or raking them into your neighbor's yard, things like that.
Yeah.
Parking issues, people who park on the street and other people don't like it or not allowed to do it, but they do it anyway. Basic stuff. And it got me thinking, like, doesn't mean you don't like your neighbors.
Right.
But what is something your neighbor does that annoys you or you don't like, you wish they didn't do? Again, doesn't necessarily, you might hate your neighbors, I get it. But you might not hate them at all, but they do this one thing, and you're like, yeah, I really wish you guys didn't do that. like mine is just because I'm an introvert.
Yeah.
I wish they wouldn't be outside when I pull in to talk to me.
That's funny.
When I pull in, I just want to go in my house.
Oh, I
And it has
know.
nothing to do. They're lovely. I have great neighbors on both sides.
I know that, but you're similar here. Like, don't talk to me. I just want to leave.
Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to talk to anybody. I just want to go. I want to get in my. I just pulled in. I just got home. I want to just, and I'm going to get the mail, and I said like, oh, I'll pull in. They'll laugh because we'll pull in, and you'll hear. I'll go, oh, if one of them's outside, like,
Are your windows ever down?
here we go. No, I'm not like that rude. And I have great neighbors on both sides. Awesome. It has nothing to do with them as persons. It has to do with me being a weirdo and not wanting to associate with humans.
Yeah, I don't mind that. We have awesome neighbors on our one side. Like, we're very good friends with them. Our kids babysit, house sit. We just got done fish sitting yesterday for them. They're amazing. We could not ask for better neighbors.
You could.
Jake, he's so dreamy.
Right here on today's hit music is Q92. Christian, Lauren, Jake here with you on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com, and you can watch on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Anyway, you're checking out the show this morning. Thank you. We appreciate you doing so. Coming up in a little bit this hour, we're going to be giving away Beat the Box Office tickets to see Carrie Underwood. She is the main performer for the Concert for Legends coming up this August at Tom Petz Hall of Fame Stadium. Looking forward to that. Tickets go on sale. When do they go on sale?
Monday at 10
Monday
o'clock.
at 10. Like, I knew the 29th wasn't tomorrow. I was like, when is the 29th? Monday at 10. They go on sale. I also saw, because I follow Q92 on Facebook, and you should too, Cleveland's getting the Pop 2000 tour.
Yes, Chris Ugh. Chris Kirkpatrick is actually hosting it.
O-Town. BB Mac.
Yeah.
Back here, baby.
Ryan Cabrera. I
Ryan
believe.
Cabrera. And that means for wrestling fans, maybe his wife, Alexa Bliss, will come. And LFO as well. This has kind of become like a yearly tour.
Yeah, I love it. It's actually very well attended. It's a good show.
So good time, good host. Chris Kirkpatrick.
It's at one of my favorite venues, House of Blues, Cleveland.
It is. That is actually a very nice place to
Yeah.
see a concert.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool. I like the setup. I like the upper level.
Yeah.
I like, they have a nice bar in there.
They do.
It's not the
I love the standing. I feel like it's not as stuffy. Does that make sense?
It isn't. For being an intimate venue, there's room in there, if that makes any sense. I know that
No, it
sounds
does. It does.
contradictory to say that. For an intimate venue, you can have a lot of people in there, and you're right, you're not
No.
like, excuse me, you can't.
Right.
I mean, obviously if you're up front, but
Yeah, because they crowd in just those first few rows.
yeah,
but-
but you're right. And you can kind of stay at the back of the bar area too and hear the show and get
Yeah.
drinks. Like
Nice.
I agree with you. That's a pretty damn good venue.
Yeah. You know what a good venue is, and don't sleep on it? The Agora.
The Gore is nice. Well, we talk about the Gore and the other one you brought up last week up in Cleveland. It's not Agora. What is it? You brought it up. You
The
got
Sonic Temple?
no. It's just cool, and they have a lot of history.
Oh, the Grog Shop.
Grog Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but because the Gore
I
has a
love
lot of
going
history too.
I mean, it even has slips, like flyers stapled to the walls. I mean, it is, think the dive bar, but so steeped in history for music, it's unreal.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think you hit the nail on the head, as they say.
Thank you.
Those are two really cool spots, and I like places like that have history.
Yeah.
And you're right. You go to the Grog Shop, and you like, he played here.
It's
they
like
played
so
here.
weird because it's in like this little villagey neighborhood.
It is.
And then you just have like the storefront. You go in this little door. There's like a little atrium area, and then you walk in, and it's just like this big open space.
And then, like you said, you start digging. You're like, wait, they played here?
Right. You start looking at all the stuff on the
That
walls.
star was here?
Right.
You're like, yeah, they were. So very cool. Very cool to hear that. I hope we have tickets to give away for that because that's a cool show.
I think I can work something
These
out.
are why you need to follow us on social media: Facebook, YouTube, X, Instagram. So you find out all these at concert announcements. You find out then, oh, we're giving away tickets to said concert, and then we hook you up.
Yep.
We would hook you up with new music. Excited about this one. I've been hearing the snippets, the clips of it. It's finally here. Justin Timberlake has released his first single in a few years.
A few.
Been a little bit.
Yeah.
Been a little bit. The song is called Selfish. It's the first single from his new album that'll be coming out later on this year. And we have it for you right now. New music on Q92. Let's all do a first listen together, shall we? Let's turn up the radios a little bit. Turn up the volume on your phone or your computer. You're streaming us. And let's see. Let's see what we have.
His last song that he released was in 2018.
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
So
I
6
can't
years.
wait to hear what all of you, and especially Jake, think about this song. It's Justin Timberlake. The song is called Selfish. New music on Q92. Just joining us, we were talking middle of last hour, about my not daughter sets like 5 alarms to go off from 6 a.m. to like 6:50. She wakes up, sets the next one, tries to go back to sleep. Sets the next one, goes back to sleep, et cetera, et cetera.
This continues for an hour.
I found that idiotic. Not her, it.
The process.
The process. We had a big discussion last night. She said, I just don't get it.
You don't?
I'm an old head or whatever, but I don't get it.
Is that what she called you?
No, that's what I call
Oh.
myself. So I'm like, why would you not just sleep that 50 minutes of full sleep? That's an hour of sleep.
Yeah.
You don't get it. You don't get it. And that's not her voice, but that's what I'll use from now on. You don't get it. You don't get it. Lauren just sets a normal alarm. You have one backup, oh crap alarm.
Yeah, but it's like 30 minutes later. It's
I-
not.
I set an alarm. I have one snooze that's like 5 minutes after that. I have my alarm, the loudest volume, the most annoying noise you can have. Jake is also a little bit of a multi-alarm guy now. Are you still that way now, Jake?
No, I'll say like 1 or 2.
One or
Yeah.
two, and you're good to go. Yeah. So we had a couple phone calls. A lady called in her 30s. She said, I'm in my 30s, and I do the same thing.
Yeah.
She sets like multiple alarms. And one of the reasons my not daughter said she does this is because she won't wake up as angry.
Yeah, she's gently waking herself up. I think it's the healthiest, wisest use of time? No. But I understand her logic and that,
A lot of you, we had 2 phone calls, and we had a lady who said she's a psych major, and studies have shown that actually is worse, and you get less sleep, and you'll be more tired and more irritable.
Yeah.
And that checks out with the not daughter. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
So, a lot of you text. Let's read some of them. See what you guys do. Mine goes off every 5 minutes from 6:20 to 6:40.
Every how many minutes?
5 minutes. So you could have slept that 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I do that system too. It gradually wakes you up, and when it's finally ready for you to get up, I don't feel as groggy.
See, it works for some
Nuts.
people.
I'm 38. I set my alarms just like her, crying, laughing emoji. I'm a mom of 3 kids, ages 15, 11, and 8. I'm 33, and I do that sometimes. She sent in a screenshot. She has an alarm at 5:30, 6, 6:15, and 6:30. You guys, you could be sleeping.
Angela on Facebook says, I have 1 alarm only. I can barely stand to hear it once, much less it going off multiple times.
Absolutely. I have 5 alarms set 6 minutes apart. The last alarm having a total different sound. God, a lot of these people do this. The not daughter's correct. You gradually waking up a little bit more with each alarm.
You better tell her to go back and watch this segment on YouTube so she can hear how many listeners have her back.
Lake's new one. That is Selfish. First song. So what did you say? 18, 19?
2018.
2018. First single he has released. I want to know what you guys think. Let's do instant reaction. You guys heard it on your radios. If you're streaming, you heard it at Q92radio.com. What did you guys think of it? I'm curious because I know you guys will be very honest, even if it's brutally. 330-450-9292. You can call too. Text or leave comments on Facebook, YouTube, and X. We'll go over your responses. Coming up next on Q92.
Q92.
It's going to be a mild Thursday, lower and middle 50s for highs, scattered fog in the morning, some scattered rain by late afternoon. Overnight, more rain and fog, our low 47. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Who is this?
This is Marcy,
Marcy, where are we calling from this morning?
Salem, Ohio.
All right, Marcy, what did you think of the Justin Timberlake song?
I absolutely loved it.
Did you?
Good, yeah.
Yeah, I dug it, but I always loved Justin Timberlake. I danced to his song, It's Not a Bad Thing, the first song at my wedding.
That's a really good, that's an underrated Justin Timberlake song, actually. You danced
Yes,
that at your
it
wedding
is.
for your first song as husband and wife.
Yes,
Still married?
yes.
Justin.
There you go.
Power of Timberlake.
That's right.
I appreciate
Yeah,
the call.
so, woohoo! Yeah, you guys have a good day.
All right, you
Thanks,
too. Someone
All
likes
right,
it.
bye.
Bye.
Q92, hello, who is this?
This is Lisa from Louisville, Christian.
Yes, Lisa from Louisville. What did you think of the new Justin Timberlake song we just played?
I loved it.
Did you?
Oh, good. See?
Yes.
You're very excited.
I'm a music girl, so I love music.
Okay, what was it about this song you liked?
It was a good song. It was a really good song.
All right, so
Awesome.
you're for the new Justin Timberlake.
Yep.
All right,
I'm
thank
for
you.
it.
Thank you for the call.
He's batting 1,000.
Yes, he is. All right. Couple phone calls, people saying they dug the new Timberlake. Let's go back to the old text line. It can be tough in the streets on the text line. Let's see here. Someone says, sounds like he's been hanging out with Bieber. Little Bieber. I picked out something at the beginning of the song.
You weren't wrong.
Now, I want you all to think. You're going to have to go back a little bit.
Yeah.
I want you to think about the movie Napoleon Dynamite. And I want you to think about the scene where Kip is at the bus stop.
Sitting on a bench. And he's waiting to meet LaFonda for the first time. All right? I want you to think of that. And then just listen to the beginning of this song. Hold on. Think about that. You're seeing Kip. He's at the bus stop waiting for LaFonda.
And then you hear this. Tell me that's not Napoleon Dynamite.
Just that first 10
Just that
seconds.
part. Just that. You tell me. Some of you might be, no, when I hear that, I think of Justin Timberlake. I think of Kip.
I mean, JT likes to use that type of style.
Am I the only one that hears that? I think Lauren kind of hears it.
Oh, I heard it for sure.
All right. I think she kind of hears it. Oh, man. I think that's hilarious. First thing I thought of.
Yeah.
Someone question marks with, I don't know if that's good or bad. JT normally has good songs, but that gave me Bieber vibes. Bieber vibes. That's the second person to talk about Bieber vibes.
Yeah. I'm going to have to, when I listen to it again, keep that in mind.
Yeah, I'm going to say, that didn't hit me, but that's probably because the Napoleon Dynamite thing hit me
It
first.
was overshadowing, yeah.
Hate It sounds like every other whiny love song that's been done a million times. The text line could be
Ruthless. I know.
It's okay, but he is quiet and the bass is too loud. Oh, he's quiet, you meant. And the bass is too loud for me. I loved it. Someone texted in, yawn. JT's song, love it.
I
Someone
felt like
text.
it was a lot more mellow than what I was expecting.
Yeah, it was mellow.
Which I'm okay with mellow.
Not bad, Justin, not bad. Song kind of fits his style and dance. I give it a solid 9, someone said. 20 years this year since Napoleon Dynamite, guys. Maybe he was paying tribute.
Maybe.
Huh. Who knew? I honestly wasn't happy with it. I feel like it was way too young for how mature he should be. It's one of those songs that after hearing it for a week, I'll probably be singing it and liking it, but
It takes a
didn't
second.
click right away.
I get that.
That's a very good possible way to, because there are songs that happens. You hear them and just go, okay.
Yeah. And then a week later, you're singing them.
Yeah, you're like, man, that's a good song.
Yeah.
Another text. Different number. Bieber vibes. That's 3 people.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I missed the song while I was delivering a stop. We're going to play it again in the 9 o'clock hour.
Yeah.
Top of the 9 o'clock hour, and you'll hear it all day on Q92. Justin Timberlake's new song, Selfish. Appreciate your guys' feedback. I like that. Play a new song.
Yeah.
Let you guys come in. We don't know what you're going to say.
Right.
But 2 phone calls for it. Jake, I forgot to ask you. 24-year-old Jake.
Yeah.
Heard some Justin Timberlake. Anything you like? No.
I wasn't a fan.
Really?
Well, I think it might be my age. I didn't really grow up at the prime.
JT time.
Y'all did, but
y'all did.
But it wasn't bad. I just felt like I was stuck in a dream and I couldn't wake up.
Wow, that was
Okay.
I don't know how to
I felt like I
explain
just did
that.
a bunch of acid and I was chasing dragons.
Yeah.
All right, interesting. That's why I asked. I want to know. I liked it. I'm not like, oh my God, that's
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
But I liked it. It's smooth, and I could see myself just letting it ride while I'm driving in the car.
I think it'll grow on people. I really do. Once it got into it, I really enjoyed it.
We'll play it again. Coming up, my friends, Carrie Underwood beat the box office tickets. We're going to tell you how you can win them coming up. One of Lauren's favorite bands right now. It's Blue October. Hate Me. It's Q92.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
Have you ever in your life
You're
wanted
going
to put
to
a
be
toe in your
arrested.
mouth?
A toe in my mouth?
Have you ever, other than maybe Jimmy's, like to kiss them?
That is the cutest
It
thing
is
in
really
the
cute.
world. That is the cutest thing in the world.
But an adult's toe. Have you ever had the urge?
I don't hate feet. I'm not necessarily a
Have you ever wanted to suck them though?
wanted. I'm sure I have.
Like suck a toe.
I'm sure I have.
Ugh.
I'm not boring, Lauren. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm not missionary only. Lights off.
you're so dumb.
All right, that is.
You're so dumb.
I'm not.
I have never.
And no
though.
talking. No talking.
Mm.
But there is a huge difference in that with two consenting adults and going into a stranger's hotel room.
I get it.
Sounds like the guy from Mr. Deeds that loved changing socks.
You know,
crazy.
I know you've always told me about the foot fetish and all that kind of stuff. We've had discussions off air about this.
Christian, no, don't lie on air. I'm just lie. No, I'm not gonna lie to you guys.
I was watching TikTok last night. It's so weird that this topic came up. And some lady, you know where they go up to people and they're like, all right, what's your name? What do you do for a living? How much do you make? And it'll be like a bunch of different professions in different cities, like, and how much they make. And the girl was like, I don't want to tell you. And she's like, why? When she asked her what she did for a living. She's like, I sell foot pictures and videos. And she's like, on OnlyFans? She's like, no, there's a website called Fun with Feet.
Or Foot Finder.
Well, it's called Fun with Feet, the one she was talking about. And she's like, how much have you made this year? And she's like, I'm really close to $100,000. I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So obviously the foot fetish obsession is a lot larger than any of us know or are willing to admit, obviously.
Oh, it's huge. It's huge. It's huge. It's a money maker. And it's not even, think about the girls on OnlyFans. You're not even doing that. You're just taking off a sock.
Yeah. Do you know what my biggest problem is about driving in mornings like this is the visibility. I told you that was my bugaboo. Like I keep seeing on I don't know if it's social media, but it was like what it looks like when regular people drive. What it looks like to those people with astigmatism, because I have one of those. It's true. It's scary because you get those big like halos and like.
Oh yeah, no.
So you people with those blue burn your retinas out, street legal headlights, I don't like you very much today.
I sometimes pretend I'm traveling through space when I'm in the snow.
Oh,
I feel
it does
I'm
look like
I'm
that.
in Star Wars. I'm like,
oh yeah,
I'm in hyperdrive.
especially when you put your brights on.
Yeah. Oh, that's great. I do. I feel like I'm like Han Solo. Like,
oh, you're watching the road too.
Never catch me, Darth Vader. 5 right here on today's hit music, Q92. Someone texted, as more of an elder emo, shout out to all my emo children. I love that you guys have been playing some throwbacks that soothe my soul. There's one thing we want to do here on this show, besides make you laugh or showcase how dumb we are, especially myself. That's what we want to do. We want to soothe your soul.
Yes.
You know what I mean? We want to hook you up with concert tickets. We want to bring you guests, interviews, play some awesome music, and we want to soothe your soul and help you get wherever you're heading in the morning there.
Safe and informed.
Yeah, I don't want to inform you. Man. Sometimes.
Oh, sometimes we need to inform them.
A lot of crap in this world. We want to be the show that kind of just takes your mind off all that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Plenty of talking heads screaming about whatever, politics, all that stuff. We just want to kind of,
keep it light.
Keep it light. Have some fun. Play some tunes. Play some games. Speaking of, Carrie Underwood, she's coming to Tom Benz Hall of Fame Stadium for the Concert for Legends. That's kind of a big get.
Yeah, I heard that.
And you guys can quit texting and trolling me and tell me that Little Big Town's opening. Because a few of you have the last couple of days. It's not funny.
Christian, I mean, the amount of people that would go because that happens, they would be wrong not to get that.
Do you know how hard I would try to get an interview with Little Big Town?
Oh, we would definitely have to.
And I just want to know, what is your secret?
Why do you get booked for every award show?
I'd be like, this is going to come off like I'm in some way talking. I'm not.
No, it's not disrespectful
I have
at all.
no issue with
fans.
you, Little Big Town. I
Right.
just don't understand how you're allowed to perform and appear, like almost come down from the heavens at every award show.
Yep.
Another fellow emo girl, Blackheart. I would love to hear some Mayday Parade one day. Well, you never know. Maybe you'll have your day. Maybe you'll have your day. All right, Carrie Underwood beat the box office tickets. You know, I want these to go to someone who really, really loves Carrie Underwood.
Yeah.
Someone that's willing to fight.
Someone that really wants to go.
Who wants to fight to see Carrie Underwood. That's willing to do whatever it takes to see Carrie Underwood. This is a huge artist coming to Canton for a huge week. Canton's biggest week of the year.
Yes.
So, I say why not do? We haven't done this one in a while either in our Bago games. Old-fashioned sing-off.
Okay, I have some stipulations, though.
What's your step?
Okay, they call, and sometimes they'll sing, and they'll be like, talking. We all know Carrie Underwood has that powerful, like, you've got to sing it like Carrie.
Mm-hmm.
That's my stipulation. These tickets are going to sell fast. It's going to be an amazing show right here in Canton. No one can see your face. You're on the radio. Bring it.
You only got to sing like the chorus.
Like, are we having them all sing the same song?
No, they can do whatever Carrie Underwood song they want.
Okay, I like that.
Because that will also show that they're a Carrie Underwood fan.
I like that.
If they're like, no, I'm singing
Unless
this.
they all three sang Before He Cheats.
If
I think we all loved thinking about that, taking that bass, that Louisville Slugger to both headlights.
We're gonna get three of you, and I would like to request that not all three of you do Before He Cheats.
Yeah.
I mean, we get it. It's a classic.
It is.
You know what I mean? I totally get it. But if we could, I'd like at least someone that's like, I'm going to sing another one. I'm going to do another one. So we're going to open up the phone lines at 330-450-9292. And we're going to take three of you. We only need like 2 lines of a chorus. We're not looking for you to start from the beginning.
No, you don't have to start from the beginning, but we definitely have to be able to recognize what the song is.
I agree. We're going to play them for you, and we're going to let the listeners vote and decide who's going to beat the box office and see Carrie Underwood. Do you have what it takes? Call us right now, 330-450-9292. You pick the song. You pick it. You sing 2 lines of the chorus the best you can, and the listeners will decide if you are getting your hands on Beat the Box Office Carrie Underwood tickets. Let's go. The phone line's ringing. Let's start answering. It's Jack Harlow, First Class Q92. We'll see. Great doctor. Love. Fun thing. He's from Canfield.
Mm-hmm.
Married a Jackson girl.
Get out of town.
We were making small talk at the front desk, and he was saying, and I was like, "You got yourself a Jackson girl?"
Good
He's
for
like,
you.
You know about Jackson? I go, "Do I know about Jackson?" Got you a polar bear wife, huh?
Yeah,
Real nice girl, pretty. Well done.
Yeah.
Well done. Well, you're a doctor, so I mean,
right. I mean, you kind of put that there.
This is Olga. No,
it increases your audience selection.
Yeah. The more higher on the tax bracket, the more likely you are to attract the opposite sex.
Yeah,
Either
probably.
way, like I said, I root for Jamie every day. I'm like 2 promotions, maybe 1 more promotion away from being a stay-at-home dad.
She better slow her roll.
I'm telling you, she just got this one. But
I know.
I'm like, come on. I will gladly take that damn kid to school every day. Gladly. It's a dream. Put on Sports Center and
I hear
and
what you're saying.
Do laundry while I'm listening to sports talk. Mop the floors. It'll be Danny Tanner Central when you come to my house.
You know what? I hear what you're saying, and I think it's a wonderful dream. However, I will caution you because I have a friend whose husband did that and got very burnt out very quick. He was very
kids?
lonely. 3.
So we had to get 3 kids up every day, 3 kids to school.
Yes, and they did it on the heels of having their 3rd child. Like they had the other 2.
Oh my God! So we had a newborn.
Ish. When she went back to work, she took extra time off. So I think when she went back to work, the youngest was around 5 months.
You can't leave a 5-month-old. I can't leave a 7-month-old unattended forever.
Well, I understand that, but they're also not mobile either. So you can still do what you need to do and have them there in their bouncer or their swing or.
So close. It's crazy. He's so close.
Yeah.
I think he'll be crawling back.
Is he doing the rock? Where he's like, I want to go.
No,
I want to go. I don't know how.
And he can turn himself around 360. Like he can totally turn himself around, but he still just can't. And I know when he figures it out, he's gone.
Oh, yeah, it won't be long.
He's just gone.
Yep.
And
usually once they become mobile, they don't want to be held very often.
Well, I like holding him, so you're tough luck. I like holding my kids.
I knew that. That's why I brought that up. I was just trying to prepare you for the fact that once they're mobile, they're like, let me down.
Love it, love it, love it. I did get yelled at a few times for being too loud during the Bears game last night.
Well, if he was asleep, everybody wanted to sleep.
At one point, she was like, do it again. It's like, watch it in the living room. It's like,
wow.
All right. All right.
Find a rewarding career close to home at Kimball. You'll find outstanding benefits, a supportive team, and opportunities for career growth. Working for a local family company really makes a difference. Apply today.
This is a Q92 Sports Break with Christian Bigglesworth on Q92.
The Cleveland Cavaliers lost to the Milwaukee Bucks on the road last night, 126-116. They fall to 26-16 on the season. They're now 4 games back of the Bucks in the Central Division. Next up for the Cavs, another game on the road against the Bucks tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Huge NFL news yesterday. Jim Harbaugh is officially leaving Michigan, heading back to the NFL as he's agreed to become the new head coach of the Los Angeles Chargers. And finally, yesterday in Browns news, they hired Deuce Staley for their vacant running backs coach position. Staley last year served as the running backs coach and assistant head coach with the Carolina Panthers. That's a look at sports right here on today's Hit Music, Q92. It is Q92.
Seriously, you guys listen. He gets so excited when he goes on vacation that he becomes like this child for the last couple of shows that he has to work because he knows what's ahead. So now he's dropping bombs and giving me all
That
these.
is the first one this week.
Do you know how many? What would you do?
First one this week. I play the song.
No, you didn't. You played it earlier in the week.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
Oh, was that too?
Yeah, because Lauren didn't know what it was, and I had to tell her.
You know what?
I
Fair
didn't
point.
remember.
You know what? I accept that.
But
it was too far.
He also likes to play this game. What would you do if? And he gives me this scenario that is so ridiculous that it worries me a little
Jake
how he
enjoys
thinks him
it.
up.
Jake likes the game.
I do.
Jake, do you enjoy the game?
I do very much.
But you never ask him what he would
Jake loves the
do.
game because it's not funny. It's funny to ask you.
Ugh,
You're like, what? What?
No,
Why
I was
would-
saying,
who?
how do you even think of these things? I just don't. It concerns me a little bit that this is your thought process.
I like to give you life scenarios.
Yeah.
If any of them happen now while you're here, you'll be prepared. You're welcome. I'm preparing you for the real world. Anything can happen, especially on Halloween. Remember that. Write that down.
Okay.
Random.
Real quick before you go into random news.
I'm sorry.
Amy's in our live stream on Facebook. You can go over. She gave you the link to the guy that does the Hills food truck.
All right.
So thank you, Amy.
Jake, you should work with that guy.
Okay.
Imagine
Hills
an event
and
with your inflatables and Hills snacks. You can cut him in, do like an 80-20 deal with him.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Well, why wouldn't the Hills guy have to do the same thing?
Trying to
Or
help
why don't
Jake
they
out.
just keep their profits?
Help Jake out. Got a great deal for you, Hills guy. Hills
Kind of
truck guy.
seems like maybe Jake's product's a little more expensive than a Hills hot
What
dog.
do you think about this? 80-20 profit split, huh? Huh? I'll let you go down the slide as many times as you want for free.
With a hot dog. We usually don't let food on the.
Sir, you've got a deal. Let's go. Just saying. Do you think you'll ever introduce concessions?
Like real concessions like that?
Yeah.
No.
On a small level, like a hot dog roller?
Maybe. Well, I already have cotton candy
and
popcorn
it's
and snow
amazing.
cone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have those that you can rent out, but
Like a hot dog edition. Oh, go get a roller.
I've thought about that. But how many birthday parties have you been to when they had a hot dog roller? Like, I don't know how well it would do.
I mean, I've been to a handful, but
Yeah, I don't think
Okay,
it's
then
unheard of.
yeah. Then I'll get one.
How many birthday parties
I
did
have
you
it.
have cake?
hot dogs, hot dogs. That's for
The hell
barbecue.
wants a
I
hot
just
dog in the
haven't seen
summer?
it.
No, I Carrie Underwood beat the box office tickets, but you have to hear the performances first. We got 3 phone calls from 3 listeners of this radio station that wanted to try to sing their way to win these tickets to see her on August 4th. That's a Sunday. Tom Benson Hall of Fame Stadium. We have 3 contestants. It's time to hear from each of them. Then the voting will begin. Here is our conversation and our performance of contestant number 1. Q92, hello, who is this?
Amber,
Amber, where are you calling from this morning?
Austintown.
Austintown, Amber, you're a big Carrie Underwood fan.
Yeah, me and my mom. My mom's a really big fan, and I grew up listening to her just because my mom was.
There you go.
And right now, my mom just got diagnosed with dementia, and I think it would be really great for her to go. So I'm ready to sing.
All right.
All right, bring your best Carrie.
To sing. Which one are you going to sing?
I'm going to sing Jesus Takes the Wheel.
All right. Just need, like I said, a couple lines of the chorus. You don't have to do like the verses, just a couple lines of the chorus. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and blow us away.
Jesus takes the wheel, take it from my hand. I can't do that part. Can I actually do not the chorus?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. She was driving last Friday on her way to Cincinnati on a snow white Christmas Eve, going home to see her mama and her daddy with the baby in the backseat. 50 miles ago, she was running low on faith and gasoline. It's been a long, hard year.
Nice. Yeah,
That's good. That'll
job,
work.
Amber.
Okay, if the listeners pick you, we'll be calling you back, okay? There you go. That was contestant number 1. You heard it. Download it.
Yep.
Now we give you contestant number 2. Q92, hello, who is this?
Oh, this is Kyle.
Kyle, where are we calling from, buddy?
Calling from Maslin.
All right, Maslin. Kyle, you ready to try to sing to win Carrie Underwood tickets?
I guess I don't really sing. But
All right. Well, what song are you going to sing?
we'll do it for the wife. I guess I'll go with Jesus Take the Wheel.
Oh, all right. Go ahead whenever you're ready.
Oh, man. Jesus, take the wheel. Take it from my hands. 'Cause I can't do this on my own. Oh, I'm letting go.
I'll tell you what.
Kyle?
You had me, man. I could have kept listening. You had me. All right, buddy. If you win, we'll give you a call back. All right. All right. There's contestant number 2. And finally, we give you contestant number 3.
And this is Cal and Miss Beth.
There's 2. It's a duo,
Yes.
a group. Q92, hello. Who is this?
It's Kel.
Kel, where are you calling from?
Yerksville.
Yerksville. All right. You ready to sing to try to win these Carrie Underwood tickets?
Yeah.
All right. Which song are you going to sing?
You ready?
Yeah, which song are you going to sing?
We're going to sing Before He Cheats.
Okay, go ahead.
I took a Louisville slugger to both headlights, sliced a hole in all 4 tires. Maybe next time the thing it will
Before He Cheats.
Perfect.
There you
Thank
go.
you very much. If you win, we'll call you back, okay? Helps with the mic's on. There you go. There's all 3 contestants.
Yep. Now you guys have a job to do.
I will tell you what. Good job. Kudos to all 3 of you.
Yes.
I thought all 3 did very well. It's time to vote on our text line. Contestant 1, 2, or 3. Who deserves the Beat the Box Office tickets? Votes are flying in. We'll start tallying. We'll tell you who wins coming up. Terry Styles, as it was, it's Q92.
Q92.
It's going to be a mild Thursday, lower and middle 50s for highs, scattered fog in the morning, some scattered rain by late afternoon. Overnight, more rain and fog, our low 47. I am Mark J. Weather from News 5.
Do women want gentle men? Or don't you still want the bad boys?
I mean, I
Do you want
don't
a
know about a
gentle
bad
man?
boy, but you don't want a pushover either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So I would really like you girls just to do that. Text your man that, and then text back whatever the hell they write back. I'm just curious, or just tell us what he wrote back. I'm very curious. I mean, I guess that would be a good compliment to get, I suppose.
Should I add a heart emoji?
No, don't overdo it.
No, okay.
Don't overdo it. If he's listening, this isn't going to work.
He's not listening.
Want me right here on today's hit music Q92. The votes came in real quick. It was a landslide victory.
Yeah, it was no question.
Lauren, there was a clear winner. It was a contestant number 2, Kyle. We just talked to him, and here's a fun conversation we had with Kyle. Is this Kyle?
This is Kyle.
Kyle, your wife is going to love you.
No joke.
Oh, no way.
Oh, my friend. When I tell you that this was a runaway victory on the text line with the voting, you won by a landslide, my friend.
Like,
all 3 contestants were awesome,
yes.
but you won by a landslide.
That's amazing.
Kyle, what's your wife's name?
Oh, my wife's name's Madison.
All right. Well, you and Madison are headed to see Carrie Underwood this summer on August 4th for the Concert for Legends right here in Canton. You're bringing her to Carrie Underwood, man, just because of those pipes. Those pipes wanted.
Yeah, she better love me.
I was going to say, when you woke up this morning, did you think you'd be on the radio singing Carrie Underwood to win tickets for your wife?
Hell no.
Well, it worked.
Yep. Congratulations, Kyle. There's just one thing left for you to do, and that's to tell everybody your favorite station that's hooking you up with Beat the Box Office Carrie Underwood tickets.
Q92.
WDJ.
This guy sent a woman a music video of a love song. I know the song. It's by a band called Adelita's Way. The song is called Alive. Very good song.
Oh.
If you're into like rock ballads.
Okay.
Sent that. Under that wrote, wish you would give me a chance.
Aww.
Followed by pay you.
What?
Followed by buy you something. No response, by the way, to the song or the give me a chance.
Good.
Or the pay you or the buy you something. Here's a Tinder one.
I mean, I know we're not above bribery. Like,
oh, no,
we bribe all the time.
We own it, though.
But isn't that like solicitation once the money enters the situation?
Well, but you're not asking for sexual favors.
Yet.
You're asking for a chance at sexual favors.
I'll give you a chance. How much you got? $250. All right.
This guy sent a woman a music video of a love song. I know the song. It's by a band called Adelita's Way. The song is called Alive. Very good song.
Oh.
If you're into like rock ballads.
Okay.
Sent that. Under that wrote, wish you would give me a chance.
Aww.
Followed by pay you.
What?
Followed by buy you something. No response, by the way, to the song or the give me a chance.
Good.
Or the pay you or the buy you something. Here's a Tinder one.
I mean, I know we're not above bribery. Like,
oh, no,
we bribe all the time.
We own it, though.
But isn't that like solicitation once the money enters the situation?
Well, but you're not asking for sexual favors.
Yet.
You're asking for a chance at sexual favors.
I'll give you a chance. How much you got? $250. All right.
This guy sent a woman a music video of a love song. I know the song. It's by a band called Adelita's Way. The song is called Alive. Very good song.
Oh.
If you're into like rock ballads.
Okay.
Sent that. Under that wrote, wish you would give me a chance.
Aww.
Followed by pay you.
What?
Followed by buy you something. No response, by the way, to the song or the give me a chance.
Good.
Or the pay you or the buy you something. Here's a Tinder one.
I mean, I know we're not above bribery. Like,
oh, no,
we bribe all the time.
We own it, though.
But isn't that like solicitation once the money enters the situation.
Well, but you're not asking for sexual favors.
Yet.
You're asking for a chance at sexual favors.
I'll give you a chance. How much you got? $250. All right.
This guy sent a woman a music video of a love song. I know the song. It's by a band called Adelita's Way. Let's go around the room for our rage. I have rage. Quick story, I'll try to be brief. You've heard me talk about how much I love crispy, crunchy chicken, right?
Yes, I have. Nasty chicken.
It is the bomb diggity. I don't think they say that. It's not stuff, I can tell you that. That's no cap. A lot of riz in that chicken. A lot of riz in that chicken. So, driving home, being out Saturday, we decided, I'm going to get, there's one in Girard. I'm way home. I'm going to stop and get crispy, crunchy chicken. I buy it all the time. Big sign on the freeway for it. I was so excited. I haven't had a chance to get it. And Jamie was like, get it, let's go.
Treat yourself.
You wanted that for a long time. We had a great day together. We were in a great mood. I get it. You wanted that forever. You haven't got it. But I will get it. So I'm telling you, I'm so excited to get crispy, crunchy chicken. I'm like, this is going to be fantastic. I pull in. There's the sign. It's the same sign I've seen at all the other crispy, crunchy chickens. It's way up high. It's right there on the building. It says crispy, crunchy chicken. I'm like, oh my God, let's go. Give me an 8-piece in your JoJo fries, and I'll be gone. I walk in, right? Looks just like every other crispy, crunchy chicken. Asked me what went wrong.
It was closed.
Oh, no, it was open.
Okay.
Ish.
Understaffed?
Yeah.
Roast chicken?
No. Listen to this. At that crispy, crunchy chicken, the one I pulled into and decided to go to, they don't actually sell pieces of chicken, only chicken fingers. I was already scared. Getting the menu it was going to change before my eyes. Come on. And I asked, I go, do you not have pieces of chicken at this crispy crunchy chicken? And the girl was like, no, we don't.
And she wrecked your day and she had no idea.
And then I saw they had chicken fingers and they had breaded chicken wings. I did my whole side there. I guess I'll have breaded chicken wings. Well, sir, that's going to take 10, 15 minutes. We don't have any ready right now. So I ordered, I'll take your 10-piece chicken. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
And the guy comes out from the back. Yeah, I don't know why she told you we had 10. We don't really have 10 right now. You're going to have to wait for
oh my.
Today's hit music. It is Q92. Good morning, everybody. Here we are now in the 9 o'clock hour. Yep, happened again. And she realized we're still doing the show. Forgot.
No, I had to wash my hands.
Okay.
I heard it and I was like, crap. I mean, I literally, I would have taken somebody out had they been in the hallway.
There you go. She's back now. Good morning, everybody. Q92 Morning Show. Christian, Lauren, Jake here on your radio, streaming at Q92radio.com and live on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Now, coming up this hour here in a little bit, we're going to be talking to comedian Peter Sears. He's going to be performing at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. He is doing performances both on Friday and Saturday. We're going to be talking to him. He's also an actor. Pretty much done it all. He can sing.
He was on Law and Order Los Angeles.
Yeah, he was.
He did an MTV show, didn't he?
He did, Room Raiders. And apparently, when we were doing some YouTube researching, he tried out for O-Town.
Yeah, he did.
So I'm sure he's got a lot of funny stories and things like that. But interesting. That's obviously a guy with many talents.
It is. And he's going to be here not only tomorrow night, but he's also doing 2 shows Saturday, right?
And we've got tickets to the Saturday shows we're going to be giving away on the radio after we talk to him and even on our stream. So if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X, you're going to have a chance to win tickets to this comedy show this Saturday by simply liking the live video feed and interacting with us in the comment section. If you're on Facebook, YouTube, or X, doesn't matter what you do. He'll be joining us on the phone line here in about 5 minutes. We're going to be talking to him. And really cool. Like I said, comedy, God, we could all use some laughs in this world these days.
We could, and I love this. Every Thursday, being able to talk to different comic and just kind of see what their worlds are like, because they're all very different.
Absolutely. Very different. So we're talking to Peter Surs coming up. Right now, it's Nicki Minaj, Little Uzi Verts. Everybody, it's Q. So yeah, happy birthday to her. 60 years young. So maybe not. Maybe not.
She is not 60 years old.
No, I made that up.
Yeah.
She's nowhere near that, but she's older than me. So enjoy your day. Like I always say, there's no one I'd rather have ignore my texts and phone calls than my sister.
I feel like her sister just does her own thing. She's just like, I'm good. I don't want to talk to him right now.
Then you get older, she's like, what? I'm like, oh, gee, I don't know. I can't remember at this point.
Oh, stop.
Thank God it wasn't an emergency.
Well, she's got a family and kids and
Yeah,
stuff.
so do I. I can answer my phone or text when one of my family members calls.
That's true.
Or text.
It's true. I'll give you that.
You know how much you got to keep an eye on an 8-month-old?
Yeah, I do. I remember that.
I can still pick up my phone. Half the time he has it.
Well, yeah. He lets you know.
I taught him high five yesterday. He learned high five today.
Oh, good.
Yesterday. He doesn't, he goes.
Real slow.
Yeah, he goes real slow. He claps.
Yeah.
I love how babies do the open finger clap.
Oh, yeah.
Like they don't do the clap. They're like.
Yeah.
He does that. He loves the clap. He loves when you see him clap.
Mm-hmm.
But I taught him high five yesterday. Now he's just like.
Real slow.
Yeah. And it's funny because the third thing I've taught him that Jamie doesn't believe I taught him until she sees it.
Okay.
I'll be like, he does high five. He claps now. No, he doesn't. Jimmy, clap.
Yeah.
Yesterday. Jimmy does high fives now. No, he doesn't. Like, what?
Why don't you believe me? Right.
Please believe me. Like, yes, he does. I could see if I was like, Jimmy's driving now. I could see you be like, no, he doesn't.
I was just going to say, you should start being a little bit sarcastic and be like,
Jimmy knows geometry.
Right.
That makes sense to call me out and be like, there's no way he knows geometry. I think high fiving and clapping, I think
they're reasonable milestones.
Reasonable.
Yeah.
In fact, what is he not? He's 9 now. He just
9
turned 9 on the
months
7th.
Yeah. We lost power literally all of the time. Like one big gust, lights out. Like that's all it took. Yeah, done. We'd be done. We'd be sitting in the dark.
Jake, pretend you're the wind.
Oh, look, power went out. I don't know what.
That was performance art right there. That was Shakespearean. We should take that on the road.
What was that?
Yeah, Jake, you were just whispering. I said, "Be the wind." I have a secret.
But like when we moved, we switched power companies. We never lose power ever. I shouldn't say that. We lost it right before Christmas last year, and we were out almost all day.
When I lived in Alliance, I actually would lose my power a lot.
No, like legit. Like, how does this even happen? I want to see if you. Who did you have?
I'm not bashing them. I had Ohio Edison.
Oh, see, we have Ohio Edison now. We used to have AEP.
I have Ohio Edison now still.
Yeah.
My place now, knock on wood, God, don't jinx us. When a lot of places around us go out, power, we don't.
Ooh.
Knocking on wood for that.
You're on like a secret
I don't know,
grid.
but like we've been very lucky. Very lucky.
This is not early. Is this early?
Well, I don't know. You're a West Coast guy, right? So I didn't know if this is like really early for you.
Yeah. Fun fact about me, I'm up at like 5 o'clock every day because I got to get things done. I'm usually at the gym, but it's raining here and foggy here, so it's taking me longer to get there today.
There you go. So you get every morning at 5 o'clock. You like to hit the gym, huh?
Well, I wake up at 5. I usually get to the gym by like 5:30ish, But yeah,
see, this
got to get it out of the way, man.
No, yeah, no. I just got to get it. Period. I don't even get it out of the way. I just don't do it. But I mean, for you, but it makes sense because someone like you could tell if you just take the 2 seconds to read about you and learn about you. You are a driven man of many talents, a man that's done a lot in a short amount of time. I mean, the acting, the comedy. We even were doing our research on you on the old YouTube today and discovered you were almost part of a boy band.
Whoa, how did you find that out? Is that on YouTube?
It is on YouTube. It is on YouTube. You almost were in O-Town. Is that is true?
I mean, I auditioned for O-Town and I did, make a little headway, but yeah, I was not good enough. I was actually just writing about that last night. I'm going to talk about it on stage one day. So yeah, so it wasn't meant to be. I wasn't meant to be a pop star, and that is what it is.
So let's talk about your comedy. So what drove you as someone who's, like I said, talented singer, actor, been on television. What was it about comedy that drew you in?
I mean, the short answer, childhood trauma, probably. I think that's why a lot of us get into it. I'm sure I don't know how many comedians you have on there, but I bet that's a running theme. But honestly, I grew up watching, even though I probably shouldn't have, like Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, like those guys, back in like the 80s, and whatnot. And I just was always enamored by comedy and stand-up comedy. I remember watching, coming home and watching Def Jam comedy on Friday nights on HBO. Like, you know what I mean? Like just a great, and it just seemed like such a cool thing. And then, like I said, one thing led to another, and then, a couple breakups, and next thing you know, I'm in therapy and I'm also on stage, which is also therapy. And the rest is history, as they say.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's got to be therapeutic to some point because, like you said, you can take the good things, but you can also take the bad things happening in your life and find a way to tell a story, make it fun. And in a way, that's a good point. It's got to be a little healing, not just for you, but if you're out there in the crowd laughing, how many people probably are hearing your stories going, man, I understand that, or man, I've been through that.
So many times, when we're new, we all kind of, talk about just whatever we might think, I mean, I don't want to, we talk about body parts and, sexual acts and, everyone, we all suck when we're new. And, some might argue on the internet that we still suck now. I get that sometimes, but I think that once you find your voice, and for me, it was actually being truthful with like some of the, the unfortunate things that have happened either to me or people in my family. And then I end up talking about on stage. And yeah, like I did find that it was therapeutic, not only like you said for myself, but, I talk about my dad a lot, which I don't know how much of my comedy you guys watch, and it's totally fine if you didn't watch, but my dad was a drug addict and went to prison for selling drugs and stuff. And when I started talking about that, people would come up to me after shows and, be like, hey, my dad was also in prison or an addict or what, and it really started to resonate with a lot of people. And that was kind of when I found my voice, but I also found like, oh, I can help myself, but also help other people by, talking about what I've been through and, like you said, make it funny. And, that was just kind of, it ended up being really therapeutic for me, and I love it. It's kind of morbid, but like I said, a lot of us have been through trauma. I'm sure some of us haven't, but a lot of us have. And the thing about comics is when something bad happens to us, we grieve, we do this, and then we're like, okay, how can we make this funny? Like, that's like,
right.
It's almost like, it's almost like we're glad something bad happened so that we can figure out how to make it funny, which is probably not healthy, but
there's that saying, if you don't laugh, you'll cry. I mean, it's there for a reason. I mean, you know what I mean? I get that completely. Yeah. We've heard a lot of stories about how comics have gotten into the business. I really like yours though.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, no, that
I'm glad my trauma can bring you satisfaction.
No, that you're using your trauma to help make other people feel like they're not alone and that they can relate, that there's somebody that can relate to them.
It's funny because, like I said, we all get into it for different reasons. And I grew up just being enamored with stand-up comedy and never thinking that I could actually do it. And then once we start, for me, once I kind of like found a little bit of a groove, I was like, I want people to walk away from my comedy feeling like they know me and they can, because that for me, those are always, there's so many great comics that have, come before me, and I'm a huge fan and student of, past comics and even current comics as well. And, some people are just like, observational and whatever, but for me, I want people to walk away from my shows being like, I know this guy. I even though they may not, because we embellish a little bit, obviously, but like I want people to get a good idea of who I am and where I came from, because I know there are other people, maybe even, heaven forbid kids listen to my comedy, but that have gone through or going through similar things. And they're like, oh, he made something out of that. Like, it's not a death sentence. It's not like I can get out of my circumstances. I can do these things. And I love doing that while making people laugh. Like, I don't preach, but when I talk about the things that I've been through, I feel like people can be inspired while laughing. And I don't know. It's a silly pipe dream, but that's what I go with.
We're talking to Peter Surs, comedian's going to be performing at Crackpots this Saturday night. There's 2 shows. We're giving away tickets to the show after we're done talking to Peter.
I'm there Friday too.
You are there Friday too.
Yeah, we talked
Friday,
about that.
January 26th, and then Saturday as well. But the tickets we're giving away are for Saturday's show. Now I have a question. I always wondered this. You do back-to-back on Saturday. You're doing 7:30 and 9:15. What is that like for a comic when you get up, do your show, I guess you get maybe a half hour, 45 minutes to relax maybe, or come down, and then get right back up? And is it literally verbatim, or do you personally switch it up? Like, I'm just curious how that works when you're doing not only 2 shows in a day, but that close together.
Right. Well, we always hope that there's a groupie that we can hang out with in the middle of the shows. It never happens, but we hope. But honestly, everybody's different. Everyone has a different process. I have what, I'm making quotations right now, my act, like what I want to talk about. Again, like I was saying earlier, like there's certain stories that I want people to hear because they're important to me, that I get those out there because it's where I came from, Mm-hmm. And then I kind of, I have a bunch of stuff that I can pull from, but there's definitely a through line from the beginning of my act to the end. But at the same time, I'm not a robot on stage. I do like to be free. And, sometimes maybe something comes to my mind. Like, my comedy is very, people think I'm just talking, and obviously I've rehearsed it, hundreds and thousands of times. But I do allow myself the ability to be free. So if, something happens in the audience, maybe, heaven forbid someone passes out, or, just whatever, like, I can address. Or, also in the same token, I'm not famous. So maybe sometimes this is not going to happen this weekend, but maybe there's 4 people in the audience. I've done that. I've headlined a comedy club where 2 people came to my show before. And to sit there and just recite my material without addressing the fact that there's only 2 people, or maybe not even getting to know them a little bit. Because if it's that intimate, you kind of got to talk to them a little bit,
Right.
I know, like the big trend in comedy right now is, everyone wants to get heckled, or people want to heckle so that they can become part of the show. And I don't condone that at all. But there are instances where like there's so few people that you have to kind of talk to them, and you might get away from the act a little bit, but you can intertwine. And so I just allow myself the ability to be free like that. And, sometimes when that happens, when I'm just kind of open to the moment, then I get nuggets that, maybe I say something that I didn't write, and then it becomes funny, and that becomes part of my act. Or maybe something happens in the show and I can go back to another show and be like, last week this happened in Maslin,
Right.
So to answer your question, it's a little bit of both. Like I said, I do have my act. In a perfect world, I just go front to back, but I do allow myself the ability to be present on stage and maybe switch it up a little bit. Or, sometimes not every city or region, certain material may not resonate in different areas. So I might just take that out completely,
Yeah. But depending on the audience, what city you're in, what state you're in. Absolutely.
Yeah.
You touched on something. Where do you stand on like crowd work for comedians? Because I see a lot of comedians kind of debating on crowd work. Is that easy? Is it low hanging fruit? I don't necessarily think that's easy to do. You still got to be funny if you're trying to do crowd work.
Yeah, it's definitely not easy. It's definitely like some people are really good at it, like I'm amazing at it. And then other people, it's kind of like they probably shouldn't be doing it. It could be lazy. And, I'll be honest, I get up at 5 o'clock. I'm not lazy, but there are lazy comics. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to name any names, but I will see people. Because the thing is like the old adage used to be, you'll post a clip of your comedy, but you're doing crowd work because you don't want to burn material so that when people come see your show, they see the same joke that they saw online.
Right.
So that was kind of like, the idea behind posting crowd work versus posting material. But then it got to the point where like everyone started trying to make crowd work happen so that they could get these clips, and then they became lazy because they're not doing their material. And I've seen people do that. They just go up and they start talking, and it's not going anywhere. And so it's like, if you're like a quote unquote crowd work comic, which there are, several that I can think of that's their act, is they do crowd work. It's great. But I think like for people that just go out there and they don't do their material, they're just kind of trying to talk and nothing's really happening. That's not what I do. I always tell myself that people are always, and don't be one of those people that, go to a comedy show and they're afraid to sit in the front because they don't want to get made fun of. I can tell you from myself and from a lot of my comic friends, we spend hours writing and hundreds, like I said, and thousands of hours performing so that we can do the material that we wrote. I don't want to make fun of anybody. I have no intention. I don't want to make the show about them. Show's about me and my issues, This is my time. I don't want to make fun of anybody, but, sometimes people will not be quiet. And if the, venue doesn't address it, then we kind of have to address it. And, sometimes it goes well, sometimes it doesn't go. Crowd work can go really bad sometimes, which is why I don't like to try to rely on it, because, if you ask someone, oh, what do you do for a living? And they have the most boring job and you can't do anything with it. It's like, you know what I mean? You're just going to dig yourself into a hole. So I just try not to. But like I said, in the moment, if something happens, then yeah, I could do it. Like I'm great at it. Like I've emceed a bunch, in my past, like events, and like I feel like I'm good at it, but I prefer to not do it because I have lots. Like I always have to decide what material I'm going to do. Like am I going to do these jokes? Like I always end up ending my set, and I didn't get to tell a story that I wanted to tell. I don't want to waste more time by talking to the audience.
Yeah, absolutely. No, we really appreciate you joining us this morning, Peter. We are so looking forward to seeing you at Crackpots Comedy this weekend. You're there. You have a show tomorrow night, Friday. You also have 2 shows on Saturday. What do you think? Should we give some tickets away to some of our lucky listeners?
We should. We should give them away to the people that follow me on social media.
Oh, there you go.
Prove you follow Peter Sirs on social media. And we will send in a screenshot to our text line, and maybe we'll hook you up with
perfect
tickets to the show here. You can go see Peter. Hey, Peter, good conversation.
Yeah, thank you.
Congratulations on all the success. Good luck in the future. And I know you're going to kill it this Friday and Saturday over at Crackpot.
Are you guys coming to the show?
Possibly.
We might, hopefully, if we can get free around here.
Babysitters. That's the thing.
That's the problem. I got a 9-month-old baby right now.
Okay, definitely not the 9-month-old, but you could probably bring the other kids. Just cover their ears.
Okay. Earmuffs.
Peter,
Okay.
honestly, good convo, man.
Yeah.
Congratulations. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, guys. Have
All
a good
right.
day. I'll see you guys this weekend.
All right. Have a
Awesome.
great
Thanks.
day. Not sure why I told him congratulations, but that's fine. You were just say something
Probably
like, why did I say
what?
that? It's just like we always talk about when you're at the movies and they go, enjoy the show. And you go, you too. Yeah.
Like they're
congratulations.
like they're coming off popcorn to sit behind you.
He didn't win the tickets. He's going to
Right.
be there. I will tell you this. It's kind of been interesting to talk to some of these comics, learn
Right.
about where they're from, where they pull from, and how they feel. Because like we talked before we started having these conversations, I like asking about crowd work because it has become like a debate.
Well, yeah, because of Matt Rife.
Exactly. He kind of sparked that where other comics are like, dude, all
Right.
this guy does
Is make fun of people in the crowd.
Peter brought up a good point. You don't want to put your act on YouTube.
That's true.
Because if I see your act on YouTube, I might not need to go see you in person, even though.
Yeah, that's
so I
true.
kind of get what you're saying, like where that was how it started, and now it's kind of snowballed
Mm-hmm.
to where, and I can see where some comics do and some comics don't like that.
Yeah, and it's a more background too on Peter. He was also seen on MTV's Home Wreckers, and he was on Law and Order Los Angeles.
He was.
So
He didn't know he wasn't ready for our O-Town.
he wasn't. We did our work.
We did a little Googling. Found out about that O-Town. It's Dua Lipa, Dance the Nights, Q92.
Wake up.
What is it? Rage Room, families that play favoritism, but then call the kettle black for other family members when they believe that they are also doing it for their own kids. Family favoritism. Sucks. I feel bad for my brother and sister.
You're on a roll today. And you
I
know
really
your
do.
sister's listening.
I really do. They know I'm the best one. If there's one shining star of the children, they know who it was. They know it wasn't them. To the guy that passed me as soon as the railroad crossing bar goes up, how can you assume I'm not also late for work and in a hurry, asshat? Now, listen, I'm for name calling as long as I can say it on the radio.
I wish I could be like, you know how they do the NFL mic'd up? I am like the worst. I need one of those for on days when I'm running late or someone's driving stupid, like close to me. My kids make fun of me all the time.
Asshat does not get used enough.
Your sister said I need to take your booze away.
Ooh, the Zoa. Rage Room, this country not having a law for maternity leave and having to go back to work too soon because you can't afford not to. Give it the times, USA. Rage Room.
That makes me sad.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's the hardest thing to go back to work and leave your baby the first time.
It's not easy.
Especially when you're not ready yet. You know what I mean? Like when you're not physically healed completely or, just, you're like lactating. And I only say that because it's a thing. Like, even if you're not breastfeeding, like you leak for a while.
Yeah, the older you get, yeah. We're
Kristen.
like old faucets when we get older, you know what I mean?
I'm talking about new moms.
I know. I'm talking about wieners. There's that old saying, you can wiggle, you can jiggle, you can do a little dance. The last 3 drops end up in your pants.
Yeah, that's gross.
You ever hear that, Jake?
Only from you.
Oh, well, there you go, dude.
But you have said it before.
Well, take it with you and use it in life.
Oh, I have already.
Have you done it?
Oh,
Yeah. And I repeat it to other people, and then everybody else knows what I'm talking about. I'm like, well,
because they've already all heard it. They're like,
No.
yeah. Oh, they haven't?
They haven't heard it.
Oh. I see. I've heard it.
Just trying to make the world a better place.
Yeah. What are you doing right now exactly? You look like I don't even know what. You have a second to pop over to Facebook, YouTube, or X. You
Enjoying
look
myself.
so weird. You look like you're getting ready to go like scuba diving, like a wetsuit.
Oh, how cool would that be?
Look at it, doesn't it? Like, you know how they put the hood up?
Yeah,
and
it
then
does look like a wetsuit.
We're looking for the Titanic. We'll be back.
That, or what's that one where they would drop them? Oh, what is Cuba Gooding Jr. was in it? He was he
that
went
was
down.
a great movie.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they would like put the big helmet
Men of
on.
Honor? Men of Honor?
Maybe.
Medal of Honor? Something honor. Jake told us he has rage today.
Yeah, he actually said it proudly. He's like, I have rage today.
I do.
Show yourself.
I encourage you to speak up, Jake, at any time, at any topic.
There he is.
Hi.
Hi.
So,
hello there.
So, everybody knows, well, not everybody, but you all know that I only care about two bands in this world that follow. AJR. And
Boingo Boingo.
Yes. Bowling for Soup.
Oh, okay.
Bowling for Soup announced a tour for 2024.
Yep, I saw that.
And they made a promo video on Instagram saying, oh, check us out. Come to our tour. We're coming to a city near you. Blah, blah, blah. Do you want to know where they're going? United Kingdom, Ireland, and Canada, and Florida.
So the only places in America they're touring is Florida?
Yeah. And it's like a Wednesday show. I can't wait for that short commute to Florida or United Kingdom.
What about Canada? That'd be closer.
I guess it would be.
Unless it's like
but I don't have
Alberta or
yeah,
you don't have a passport?
No.
But when is it? You might have time to get a passport.
No, it's like next month.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
It's the end of this month or next month. So unless they announce more dates in the States, I guess we won't be seeing Bowling for Soup.
I'm sorry. That
That's
sucks.
a bunch of bowling for poop right there.
It is.
You did that. Shake your tail feather right here on today's hit music Q92. That was a fun conversation with comedian Peter Sir. Is going to be at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon. Anyone want to go on Saturday night? We're going to hook up a listener right now. Caller number 10, 330-450-9292. We're going to hook you up with a 4-pack of tickets, you and 3 of your friends, to head down to Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon Saturday night, 7:30, and check out Peter Sir's, his comedy show this weekend. Caller 10, good luck. We're also giving away a pair of these, our 4-pack of these, to someone who's streaming the show right now on Facebook, YouTube, or X. Interact with us. Like the live video feed. Talk to us in the comments, and you'll be entered. We're going to pick one of you randomly at the end of the show as well.
Yeah. Should we pick one from the text line, too?
And the text line. If you want to go, just text in Peter Sirs right now to 330-269-9292. We're hitting you 3 different ways.
That's right. We've got lots of tickets, and we want you to go to the show because Peter Sears is amazing. You're going to have a great time.
It's chaos right now. It's Peter Sirs chaos. It's Taylor Swift. Is it over now? It's Q92. One of the funniest things I've ever as a child laughed at, and I mean I laughed, stomach hurt, couldn't breathe, And I'll never be able to explain it to where you guys would understand how funny it was. I'll never be able for you to be there and understand, because if I explain it to you, like, oh, okay. My brother did not understand the concept of bumper cars.
Okay.
And
what did he run from them?
My brother, my sister, we all got one. I don't know if he just thought you just drive around the little room.
Right.
And that's it.
And there happens to be a lot of accidents. I mean, what?
And we were doing bumper cars, and we were having a fun. And yeah, you get jerked around sometimes, but you can get hit hard.
Yeah.
Of
course.
We're in bumper cars, and my brother did not understand that people were going to hit him.
Oh, God.
He started crying and yelling at everyone that was hitting him. So, I'm over on the side playing with people hitting. And I look over, and he's crying. Someone hits him, and he just goes, "Stop it!"
Oh, my gosh.
Stop hitting me. And I look over, my dad's dying. My dad's just dying laughing.
Not telling him that's the point.
I don't know how he could bumper cars. I don't know what part of that you don't understand.
I mean, did he not stand in line and observe it before he got in the car?
He was pissed crying. He wasn't
right.
He was pissed crying. You know, when you're so mad, all you can do is cry.
Yeah, but did they pile on him so he couldn't move? Because that's frustrating.
I don't know.
How old were you guys?
We were, all of us, maybe 7, 8, 9. I don't know.
Who's oldest?
My sister.
Okay, and then you?
I'm middle.
And then Justin's the baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I just, everyone was hitting him, laughing, and he's not even trying to drive. He's just sitting there yelling at everybody hitting him. He's just screaming at everybody hitting him. Stop it!
Oh my gosh.
I just still remember looking over at my dad.
That's
and my dad's
hilarious.
Clapping his hand, laughing. You know, we're like, oh my.
Yeah.
He didn't understand bumper cars. I don't know what he expected from bumper cars.
I mean, is this something you don't let him live down, I take it?
No, I haven't brought it up, I don't think, ever to him. I think about it once in a while. I'll still think about it.
And laugh?
Oh, God. It doesn't do it justice. If you saw it, you'd have been like, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
Didn't understand. And that's okay. That's okay. Hey, Shelly, where are you calling from this morning?
I'm calling from Canton.
All right, Shelly, congratulations. You're caller 10. You're the winner.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
You're very welcome, Shelly. You're headed to see comedian Peter Surs at Crackpot's Comedy Club in Massillon this Saturday at 7:30. Just tell everybody your favorite station, hooking you up.
Q92.
eBay Motors is here for the ride.
Jake and I, you had left to do your meeting yesterday, and Jake and I, not on air, but we were talking about this story about people being contacted. How many people believe they've been contacted by dead relatives? Jake, what was the percentage in this survey?
53%.
53% of people in this survey
That's high.
say that they believe they've been contacted by a dead relative. And we were talking off air. I said, I have had dreams since my dad. Listen, I have nothing crazy has happened since my dad died. I'd love to tell you he showed up in a beam of light and was talking to me about sports. No. Obviously, they say when you see a cardinal, and that's kind of my thing.
Of course, same.
I got a tattoo of a cardinal on my arm for my dad. And things like that. I don't believe, and I'm not a non-believer, so I'm not sitting here going poo-pooing on everybody's. I'm not a, oh, no way. But I don't believe I've ever truly been contacted by a dead relative. But according to that, 53% believe they have been. To me, if I take that, and maybe I'm wrong, I take that as like they had a message. They were telling you something.
Like, what is it? Is it like
I've had dreams with my dad in them?
Yeah.
But they were just normal-ass dreams that he just happened to be in. There was no, like, son.
Yeah.
On the 5th day of March, a hurricane. Like, there was no, like, warning. You know what I mean?
Well, I was going to say, what is defined as contact? So is it like there's a needle in the bottom of that can and you don't know it? And, like, it goes flying off the counter. Like, it just moves. Like, is that considered contact? Like, when you think someone from... I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to come up with an example.
Where are we going? Like, you're literally
Would you
like...
poop yourself, though, if that happens?
This is you.
So there's been a nuclear attack.
What? Like, what kind of scenario is that? To me, like, contact
Like
is
things
like...
moving in a room. That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's
like
more ghostly haunting. I'm talking...
Okay, but define contact is what I'm saying. What does that mean? Does that
Does
mean
that
you
little-
hear something in your head and you feel it in your gut and
Jake,
you feel like...
Not to put you on the spot, Jake, but in that little paragraph, does it give any kind of context of, like, what exactly they're defining contact? It might not, because that's only like a summary.
It just says common forms of communicating with those on the other side, including dreams, sensing a loved one's presence. Women, and then they also say that women are more likely to be contacted.
Look at that.
Okay, it's because they're saying that
So you're more likely to be contacted by a dead relative than Jake and I.
That's because we're nice. We're nicer.
Is that what it is?
No, we're more sensitive, I think. I think a lot of it has to do with emotion. So think about it. Like for me as a woman, I don't have dreams very often, except for closer to my cycle when I know my hormones are higher.
Right.
So I'm more apt to have that kind of, but literally in the past 10 years, I've had one dream about my daughter. One.
I can count maybe on one hand how many dreams
My
I've had
dad's been gone for almost 25 years. I can count on one hand the amount of dreams I've had. And it's been like cameo. Like he wasn't like a major part of the dream. He was like in the background.
That's how mine was.
Yeah.
Whenever there was a dream of my dad, there was no like, son, I have to talk to you about. He was just kind of there.
What would you do? Would you follow his advice if you had a dream and he was like, son?
Well, depends on what he said.
Don't go to work tomorrow. Would you stay home? Would you call off?
I'm like, no, are you going to pay my bills? What are you going to do?
But
Pop?
what if he's trying to help you out?
Dad, like, you got any money up there in heaven? What do we got here? Carlo, loving on me right here on today's hit music. It is Q92. It is 9:51. We're about to wrap things up here.
Oh my gosh, it really is the
Yeah,
end.
I would never lie about what time.
I know, but wow, this morning zipped by.
It did zip.
It did.
It did zip by. So, fun show, though, today.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for all the interaction. Phone calls, the text messages, the comments on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Thank you for listening, for streaming, for watching. Any way you checked out the morning show and started your day with us, we appreciate it. And a big thank you to Sirs, the comedian Peter Sirs, for joining us. He's performing at Crackpots Comedy Club in Massillon both Friday and Saturday. Congratulations to our winners that won tickets on the text line, the phone line, and we're picking a winner randomly from those that were watching on Facebook, YouTube, and X today. So who are we going to hook up?
Amy Shaw Moody. Amy Shaw
Fantastic
Moody.
last name.
Yeah, she
Shamoody.
she scored herself.
It doesn't sound like someone hit a three-pointer.
Kind of.
Shamoody for 3. You do it, Jake.
Well, it's like hyphenated. Shaw Moody.
Jake, you do it.
I can't do that.
Oh.
Come on, yes, you can. If I could do it, you could do it.
I didn't hear you
but
do
if I
it.
said do it.
Shaw Moody!
Oh, but if I said do a dinosaur, you'd do it.
You go what?
He wants to do the dinosaur. Just go ahead and do the dinosaur.
Rawr.
All right.
And in case you guys missed, Jake, what did you and Star do with the frog that died?
Tossed him out.
Threw him out.
In a Tupperware container,
I'll never
to be
forget
fair.
that. How's Star doing with the death of her frog? Good, she threw it out. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic Jake.
It is.
That's why he's here, folks. That's why he's here. He's a
Right.
busy man today, too.
Yeah, remember, you're going to want to keep listening because we're going to have more Beat the Box Office opportunities for Carrie Underwood. If you haven't heard, which I don't know how you haven't, she is coming. She's the Canton Concert for Legends at the Hall of Fame Village for Enshrinement Season this year. August 4th, she's coming. Tickets go on sale Monday, but we've got your chance to win them before you can buy them.
There you go. Nicolina, the Midday Diva's in here next. Keller in the afternoon after that, and then Ryan at night because we are your live and local and locally owned radio station. I mean, come on. That's pretty damn cool. Also, keep listening. We debuted it. We played it first here for you this morning. Justin Timberlake's new song, Selfish. You'll be hearing it throughout the day.
Yep.
Be listening for new music. JT is back, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Friday morning, we'll do some Free Advice Friday.
Yes,
we'll have
we will.
some giveaways. In the 9 o'clock hour, we'll be talking to Maddie Zurakowski from the Hall of Fame Village in our normal talk spot.
Yeah, we've got lots of stuff to talk about. Not just Carrie, but there was a new gym that opened over there that had something to do with Donald Driver. We're going to get into it tomorrow with her, but thanks for waking up with us today, everybody.
Quit trolling me with Little Big Town.
I'm
funny.
talking to them today, so I am bringing it up. It's on my list of things.
Oh, man. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a great day. Be safe. It's 30 seconds tomorrow. It's Seasons. It's Q92.